Tide of 11:10 a.m. Saturday, 11:53 p.m. Saturday, and 12:13 p.m. Sunday. Low tide is at 5:49 p.m. Saturday and 5:47 a.m. Sunday. At the Battery, high tide is at 11:29 a.m. Saturday and 12:23 a.m. Sunday. Low tide is 6:22 p.m. Saturday and 6:20 a.m. Sunday. At Kings Point, high tide is at 2:18 p.m. Saturday and 3:02 a.m. Sunday. Low tide is at 9:10 p.m. Saturday and 9:22 a.m. Sunday. At Montauk, high tide is at 12:20 p.m. Saturday and 12:57 a.m. Sunday. Low tide is at 7:35 p.m. Saturday and 7:36 a.m. Sunday. Here is a special weather statement for the following areas in New Jersey: Sussex, Warren, Morris, Hunterdon, Somerset, Middlesex, Western Monmouth and Eastern Monmouth. Elevated risk for the spread of wildfires today. Elevated fire weather conditions are expected today across portions of New Jersey, Delaware, and northeastern Maryland. Relative humidity values are forecast to drop to around 30 to 40% this afternoon, lowest in southern New Jersey and portions of the northern Delmarva Peninsula. Northwest winds will increase to around 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts to around 25 to 30 miles per hour. Antecedent fuel conditions remain dry due to a lack of rainfall over the past several weeks. Residents and visitors are urged to exercise caution if handling any potential fire ignition sources, such as open flames, cigarettes, matches, and equipment that creates sparks. Dispose of smoking materials and other flammable items in appropriate containers. Keep vehicles off of dry grass and obey local burn bans. Dry grasses, dead leaves, and other tree litter could easily ignite and spread fire quickly. Outdoor burning is strongly discouraged. For more information about wildfire danger, burn restrictions, and wildfire prevention and education, please visit your state's forestry or environmental protection website. Here is the forecast for the New York City metropolitan area. This afternoon, sunny. Highs in the upper 50s. Northwest winds around 15 miles per hour with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Tonight, clear, cooler with lows in the upper 30s. Northwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Gusts up to 25 miles per hour in the evening. Here is the official National Weather Service forecast for the New York City metropolitan area. This afternoon, sunny. Highs in the upper 50s. Northwest winds around 15 miles per hour with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Tonight, clear, cooler with lows in the upper 30s. To 15 miles per hour. Gusts up to 25 miles per hour in the evening. Sunday, sunny. Highs in the mid-50s. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Gusts up to 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. Sunday night, mostly clear. Lows in the mid-30s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Gusts up to 20 miles per hour in the evening. Monday, sunny. Highs in the mid-40s. North winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday night, mostly cloudy. Lows in the mid-30s. Here is the extended forecast. Tuesday, partly sunny in the morning, then cloudy with a chance of rain in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 50s. Chance of rain 40%. Tuesday night, rain. Lows in the mid-40s. Chance of rain 90%. Wednesday, cloudy in the morning, then becoming partly sunny. A 50% chance of rain. Highs in the mid-50s. Lows in the lower 30s. Thanksgiving Day, mostly sunny.
I like the look of it, though. Don't get me wrong. I like the look of it. However, it does have some flaws.
Lows in the lower 30s.
It's too bad because I really like the look of it.
Highs in the mid-40s.
So the antenna is about... It's going to get interference here because I'm right next to the screen. Let me measure it. Fully extended. Fully extended. It's about 13 inches. 13 inches. It's kind of a little, it's right there. It reminds me of the ER210. It has a very short antenna, but it picks up the strongest signal. It does pick up the strongest signal, which is good. When you look at a weather radio, like in my case in New York, here in Yonkers, this picks up the strongest signal. The other two signals, let me see. Let me try it here. I have a lot of.
For tonight, northwest winds 15 to 20 knots.
Yeah, one I could barely hear.
For Sunday, west winds 10 to 15 knots. Waves 2 to 3 feet.
And FM. I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit because I don't want to get a copyright. Yeah, I know. I got reasons for that. I'm gonna explain. I want to give it the FM test. Okay. Let me lower it. Copyright. So it does pick up 88.3, which is good. That means it's a good FM receiver. Because a lot of my radios, 88 point, well, not a lot of them, but some of them will not pick up 88.3. This one picks it up. I had to lower the volume because I didn't want to get a copyright notice for anything. I really don't want to deal with that right now. So, medium wave is okay. He's not a DXer. I'm going to tell you that right now. Medium wave DXing, forget about it. With this radio, forget about it. I was disappointed. So let me turn it off. So this is the G Project, G Storm, AM, FM, weather band, radio, Bluetooth speaker. You could put, I believe, I haven't opened it yet. It does have a rechargeable battery, but you can also put 3 AAA batteries in case you're rechargeable for some, in case of emergency and you can't recharge the battery. You can still put regular batteries in here. I believe that, not AAA, AA, I believe. I have to open this up. I just don't want to do it now. I'm gonna look it up. I forgot. I left the box downstairs in the instructions. I know you could put batteries on this too, which is good. I like that option. I like the option that you could not only rechargeable batteries, but I could put regular batteries. I like that option because I got a couple of comments from my battery storage. Somebody wrote, "Oh, I just use only rechargeables." No, I have a lot of regular batteries stored. I have a lot of old radios that don't use rechargeable batteries. Grande, Yacht Boy, they all use regular old style batteries. When we get an emergency, it happened to me a few years ago. We had a blackout. We had a power outage. I just started at 2:00, but I wanted to start early because I want to cover a lot of stuff today. And I believe in about an hour or so, I don't know if he's going to do a Zoom meeting on his channel, and I know some people are going to watch him, and that's fine. I'm not doing it because of that. I'm also doing it because I have to paint later on tonight, and I don't want to be on till 7 o'clock in the evening all the way. I'm not going to, because I have to still paint today. I have painting. I still got to finish in the room downstairs. I'm almost done with it. I just got to do the trimming. Some trimming, the window trim and all that, which is kind of, time consuming. It's not a lot. I'm like 95% of the room done. I just got to do the window trim. So I have a very little paint left. I'm going to use it on that. And then tomorrow we're going to buy more paint. Then tomorrow I'll paint all day. I'll just finish everything. Because trimming, you have to, I know 3:00 is not in stone. It's not in etched in stone. So please don't, whatever, please. I start whenever I feel like it. It's just me, whatever. That's why you hit the bell icon, and so be it. So yeah, so that's why I'm going to I have to paint later on. I don't want to be on at 3:00 all the way till 6:00, and then you know what I mean. Because I wasn't even going to come out today. I was thinking about I was thinking about just not coming out today, but I want to come on today because I want to cover a couple of things. So anyway, so this is the G Storm emergency. I'm gonna make a review on this in a few days, and yeah, when I went to Walmart a week ago, I was I did a video, I was looking at some radios, and this one caught my attention. It looks promising. No, it's not an amazing radio. Sorry, I'm gonna break it to you. It's a good radio, but it's not because medium wave band is this thing is. It looks. I agree with you, radio ID. It looks nice. That's why I like it. I like the look of it. It's very rugged, and it does have. It's kind of waterproof. Has the rubber button. See, these buttons are all rubbery. I like the Gorilla. I like the Carabiner. Some people don't like it. I like it. You can just put it in your bag, clip it on your backpack or whatever. I like overall. I still like the radio. It's just medium wave. It picks up all this. It picks up all the major stations. All this. But as a DXer, this is not going to be a medium wave DXer. FM is good so far. I just heard the station that I think FM reception on this is good. And then weather band is okay. It's not the best weather since it's good. It's good. Yeah. I'm gonna make a review on it and I'll talk about it more. I still gotta test out the Bluetooth on it, the speaker, but it's a nice looking radio. I mean, and I got a good deal on it. I paid $34 for it with tax. 36. Normally it's about 40. In Walmart, it was $44 inside Walmart. When I went online, I went to Walmart.com. I bought it for $34. So I got it for cheaper. I was thinking about, but thing is, I don't have too many of these emergency radios. Of course, this one you can't crank. Doesn't have a crank. Doesn't have anything like that. But I like the look of it. I'm a sucker for good-looking radios. So there you go. So I'll make a review on it in a few days. And all right, so let me catch up on some reading. Yeah, that's why I'm a little bit early. I want to catch up on some stuff because I don't want to be on till 7 o'clock in the evening. I want to be on 3 hours at least. And I know, I think I'm not sure. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. That's somebody else's channel, and I don't want to get into the whole thing. And, do what you got to do, and I got to do what I got to do. Okay, my mouse. Where's my mouse? Okay, right here. So, hello, Autism Radio. Here's on my links page. Yeah, I went to you. I follow you. I went to all my links page. I follow you there. I know you follow me back, which is good. You're my first follow. So you follow me, I follow you. Oh my God, sorry. Yeah, I'm drinking some of this Frappuccino. I'm trying to get on. I got a long day ahead of me. I gotta blow my nose. Sorry. Yeah, Frappuccino. I don't know, my nose is itching now. Sometimes when I shave over here, I get itch. I had to shave too before I don't want to come here looking like a grizzly bear. Or whatever. Yeah, so that was the G Project G Storm that I was playing. Anyway. And yeah, the G Storm. Autism Radio. I do too like the look of it. Okay, hold on. My God, man, what was it? I just turned on the I should have done it earlier. Yeah. So 6 people watching, 4 likes. Thank you. 14 minutes in the books. And I'm a little early on today because I want to cover some stuff, and time tends to fly. You know how it is. And you like the look of it. Yeah, it's a nice looking radio. It's a nice looking radio. And also I put autism radio. I put the Sangium MR88 on my. I finally saw it the other day. I wasn't sure what that radio, but it looks interesting. It looks like an interesting radio. Paul BG Radio, I'm a little early on today. Like I said, I was thinking about not coming on today at all, but I want to be on today. I just want to cover a couple of things. And of course, next week is Thursday's Thanksgiving and so on. So that I will see what happens next week. Yeah, you're the first one here. Autism Medicated Play, WEB. I could try it. 108. So it's technically 107.9. I'm going to try it. Let me try it. The 88.3 is actually a more difficult one than the 107.9, excuse me. Let's turn it on. Let me have the volume. Okay, I'm going to put the volume low. I don't want to get no copyright. I'm going to try it. So let me go the other way. Nah. Okay, that's BLS. I know 107.5. So it's 107.9. Yeah. Nah, I'm not getting it. Nope. I'm not getting it. But if I go outside with it, I'm sure I can get it. It's just this room right now. When I put on all these lights, it's just a lot of radios start getting interference. Because I have 1, 2, 3. There's all LED. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I got 2 screens. I got 2 screens glaring at me. I got this screen glaring at. There's a lot of radio interference going on right here. So a radio like this is not gonna be it's not gonna be any match for all that. But I'm sure I can pick it out if I'm outside there, because it's not that difficult of a signal to catch. I get it all the time on a lot of radios from Bridgeport. Yeah. So I started 2 o'clock, whatever. 2 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, exactly. It's right there. Thank you, Paul. It's right there when you look at the description. I started streaming whatever minutes ago. It's right there. Read it. I know painting is a bummer. I know. I kind of dread it. And the problem is not the painting. It's the preparation for the painting. That's the time-consuming part. The painting part is easy. I'm there with a roller. Boom, boom, boom. I'm doing a lot of coverage. I got my radio on. I'm on a roll. And then it slows down when you start doing the trim. You do all the trim. You got to use the brush. But it's the preparation. It's taking out all in that room. I had to take out all the stuff that was in there, all the furniture, everything. All that stuff. That's the problem with painting. Is the preparation. It's more time-consuming and laborious than the actual painting itself. And you have to prep it. Some of the walls were dusty. I had to wipe down the walls first. And my wife has this. It's like she got it from the hospital. It's like a sticky thing that you put on there. You roll it, and it's all the dust and everything sticks to it. So you got to clean the walls first. Of course, I had to vacuum some of the corner because it was like little. It was like, wow, my God, you gotta prep. Prepping takes the longest. It takes more time than the actual painting. Painting is the easy part. It's the prepping. It's the prepping that's a pain. Yeah, it's a nice radio. It's okay. It's not an amazing radio. Don't exaggerate, please. It's not amazing. Hello, James Farley. Hope you're doing well. And like I said, it looks good. I like it. And hello, David's Radio Room. I hope you're doing well. I can join you for a few minutes. Okay, thank you. Thank you for watching. Yeah. And no, painting is not hard. It's not hard. I've been doing it for many years. Actually, I save a lot of money by painting myself. I'm not gonna hire a painter when I can do it myself. You know, I'm thinking about my DIY channel, DIY Danny. That's gonna be my first video. I'm gonna talk about painting. Painting is painting is fun, and it's good. It's good to paint. You have to. One thing you have to do is you got to be patient when you're painting. Also, you got to spend money. Don't buy cheap paint. I learned that the hard way with this room. The ceiling right now, I got a bubble ceiling right here. No, I use in this room. I use cheap paint. I use a glitter paint. It's very cheap paint. A 5-gallon bucket was like $30. Very cheap paint. It's, you know, we're talking about low quality, kind of watery when you mix it almost. So you mix it, it's not even that thick. The paint that I use for the other one, I bought Behr, the brand called Behr, Behr, at Home Depot. You know, 1-gallon bucket. I bought 3 of them. You know, of course, there's a color that we pick and they mix it there. Each can is like I forgot how much it was. It was expensive. It was expensive. They're not cheap, but it's very good paint. 1 or 2 coats, that's it. Most time, not want to say 1. I never do 1 coat. I always do at least 2 or 3. At least 2 or 3. But 2 or 3 coats, 100% coverage, no problem. And that paint is gonna last for over 10 years. It's not gonna peel. It's not gonna bubble. It's not gonna. This paint, this cheap paint that I got in this room is different. It's already been 5 years, and it's already bubbling there. So it's a lot of things like that. But painting, a lot of it is prepping. It's getting the stuff out the room. Whatever you can't move, you got to cover it with a tarp or something, with plastic, whatever. And sometimes you got to work around that. Be patient. You got to be patient. You got to have a steady hand too. Don't rush. I don't rush. I take pride in my work, especially in my own house. I want it to look good. I don't want to do a sloppy job. I take my time when I tape it. I make sure it's all lined up neat, nice and neat. I paint it. I go through it with I go to the line. Come out, touch it up. Anything. I make sure the lines are straight. Everything. I take my time. I take pride on it. Not everybody does that. I worked around people that are very sloppy. And that's not me. Maybe I'm too much of a perfectionist. I don't know what it is, but when I paint, I want people to say, "Wow, you did a great job." Are you professional? No, I'm not professional. No, I could talk whatever I want to talk about. If you don't like it, then leave. Do not tell me how to dictate my channel. Okay? Don't tell me how to do. Do not tell me what to talk about my channel. I could talk about whatever I want to talk about my channel. Okay? If you don't like it, then leave. Plain and simple. Because right now you're annoying the shit out of me. And I don't got time for this today. So if you don't like it, then get the fuck off my channel right now. Okay? Go to some fucking other channel. Go to Mr. Beast or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't got time for this shit today. I'm not dealing with teeny boppers today. Okay? So you're gonna behave, and don't tell me what to talk about. My channel is my fucking channel. I could talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. I'll put this fucking channel into a grinding halt. So just do me a favor and shut the fuck up and don't say another fucking word for the rest of the hour, or I'm gonna fucking boot you out of here. Not fucking telling me what to say my channel. My fucking channel, my fucking rules. Take that shit somewhere else. All right. Yeah, so Autism Radio listening to 94.7 W. Oh, that's your station. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I seen that one. You have a link to it, right? On your, let me see. I have two. So today I learned my lesson. I got 2 browsers today. This is Edge, and if the Edge crashes, I hope it doesn't crash my stream. Because that's what happened last week. I went to some website and the website crashed the browser here. It froze my browser and it killed off my stream. And I'm gonna try to do it this way today. I got a separate Edge. I got Edge browser over here. This stream right now is on Chrome. So if this crashes, it should not affect this one. I hope. And let's see. Yeah. James Farley, do you use pads for painting? No, I don't use pads. What do you mean by pads? You talking about like the what do you mean by pads anyway? Pads. Like I know some people use the sponges. I don't like those. I don't like those sponges that when they want to do little areas, they use a sponge. I don't use that. I all I use is I use a roll for the walls. I use a roller, regular. But what I do is I don't use the same roller over and over. I learned that too. Do not use the same roller. Edging pads. Oh no, I don't use those. They got the little stick with the. I don't use those. I never. I tried them. I didn't like them. Nah, they don't work for me. I tried it. They don't work for me. I tried it. I tried all these gimmicky things. They don't work for me. Because the problem is they can work. The problem is my walls. This house is old. All these walls, they're not like brand new sheetrock walls, and they're smooth. These walls has all these gouges and everything. Even the trimming, that thing has so many layers of paint. It's not straight anymore, so it doesn't matter. So I have to literally, I use masking tape, and I go through it. As I take off the masking tape, some of it, unfortunately, some of it's gonna bleed over. You got to touch it up again. You got to touch it up again. You know, I tried them. Believe me, I tried them, but they don't work for me because it's just I have different size brushes I use. I use a very thin, thinner brush for that area. Of course, I have a wider brush when I want to cover like a wider frame. It's been working for me. I seen other people. I went to other channels where I saw professional people there. They don't use none of that stuff. You just gotta have a steady hand and take your time. I tried that. I tried the sponge thing, and the problem is that a lot of it is cheap foam, and the minute you wash it, it falls apart. I tried them. I tried James. I tried all of those things. There's another one I had as a gadget. That one seems to work okay. That one is good for the high ceiling. There was one that I had to use a long stick and a ladder. And there's one, it was like you mount it. It's like a brush that's like a 90-degree, and it has a foam on. And that foam is like some kind of sponge. That I had to use all the way up there because there's no way you could reach with a brush. So that works. But the little thing, I tried them. They're okay. I mean, they're okay. But when you're doing a whole room, it slows me down. I can't do it. And I'm like I said, I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. If you don't like it, and get the fuck out of my fucking chat. That's it. I don't care. I'm not having that shit today. I'm not having that shit today, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Do not tell me what to talk about. I'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Not there's a million other channels you can go to right now. Daniel Mark LeBlanc, how are things with you? How is your shortwave time coming along? Don't forget when you're painting also. I have foreman. I don't have a foreman. You mean my wife? My wife, yeah. Yeah, so far so good. I mean, she's okay with it. My thing is, whenever you do the best you can. When you're working on something, do the best you can and do the best of your ability. Sometimes I gotta tell my wife, listen, I can't do this job. Especially when it comes to plumbing. I hate plumbing. I say, not for that, you gotta get somebody else to do it. I can't stand plumbing. Minor plumbing, I understand, but some other stuff, I hate plumbing. Plumbing is like my Achilles heel. plumbing. I could do electrical work. I could do painting. I could do masonry. I could do some masonry. I could take some plaster. I can do all this stuff. Plumbing is my Achilles heels. I hate plumbing. I hate plumbing. And I done it. I installed toilets. I installed sinks. I done all that. I just fucking hate it. I hate it. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. I just hate fucking plumbing. Sorry. I'm on a roll today. Oh yeah. So yeah, she's the foreman. So yeah, I don't use those spies. I tried them. All. I just can't. I tried them. To me, they're gimmicky. That's nice for a little, but my thing is, I like in that room, I have one double window frame and I have a triple window frame on this side. So that sponge is not gonna do it for me. I just gotta tape it. I tape it. I take my time and I just paint it, and it comes out better than doing that little sponge thing. And then that thing, I try to, because the minute you wash it to reuse them, they're no good. That's it. They get ruined. So that's why I don't like them. The edging pad on sticks. And then, like I said, it's the walls. It's these walls. If I have to show you up close the walls, how they are. These walls are very old. This plaster has been painted. Imagine this house is going to be 100 years old next year. So how many times do you think these walls been painted? I know the one down there, since I moved here, it's already, this is going to be the second time I painted it in 10 years. So imagine in the previous almost 90 years. When I painted the kitchen, I remember it's at least 6 coats or 7 coats of paint on top of plaster and what they call that, plaster and laugh. I don't know. It's pronounced laugh or laugh. I don't know. Anyways, a plaster and laugh. So imagine how many layers of paint. It's like, New York City apartment, one of those brownstone apartment. They've been around for a long time. And what you call it? You know how many times those apartments been painted over and over and over and over? And there's gonna be all types of bumps on there, all types of bumps on there, all types of irregularities, all this stuff. So even if you try to paint, yeah, have a great day. If you try to paint, you just can't. You can't, because even the trim around the doors is old. It's old trim. It's like layers of paint. So that thing is not gonna work for me. It's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. I tried it. It's not gonna work. Now on a brand new wall with brand new trimming around it, then yeah, you can use something like that. 1, 2, 3, boom. But I'm gonna tell you something, Radio ID. Sometimes you just need to shut up. Seriously. Do not tell when you go to a chat, do not tell the host how to run his chat. Because 99% you're gonna get the boot. And I'm being patient with you, and everybody knows it here. I'm being patient. Because I said it months ago. I said I'm not here to babysit anybody. And what I mean by that is I don't got time for this. I don't got time to be telling you what etiquette. You go when you come in the chat, say what you want to say, and that's it. Don't start annoying the host. When you annoy the host, you're gonna get the boot. That's it. Danny Mark LeBlanc, it looks like display behind you has changed since I don't know exactly. I'm a couple of more radios, maybe. Of course, the D109 WB is right there now. For now, until I find I have to rearrange. Like James Farley, I wish James Farley said a few weeks ago, I'm gonna have to rearrange this now. I am thinking about moving this now to over there and put more radios here because I have the only one I bought recently was this one. I bought this one, but all the other radios were sent to me. But I'm also doing that thing that if the radio is not the best radio, it's not gonna wind up here. I'm gonna clear out that shelf. I might put some up there because I got a couple of more people contacting me this week. But some of them are not radio related stuff. And unfortunately, I told them, I said, listen, I just started a new channel just for that. Non-radio related stuff. Like the battery stuff, it is great radio related because it's batteries, I know somebody posted. I forgot who it was. Basically something about I don't see the sense of storing, but I forgot what it was. It was because he has a lot of rechargeables. Not everything. See, that's another thing. People got to get that out of their head because everything is rechargeable. When you have a power outage, rechargeable is as good as where you're going to charge it from. You see what I'm saying? You still need conventional batteries. No matter what, you're still going to need them. Unless you got, unless you're going to be wasting your generator on recharging everything. Some of these radios, they use regular batteries. That's it. Older radios, some of them, like this one, it's not rechargeable. That old one is not rechargeable. I have flashlights that are not rechargeable. I have big mag, whatever they call a mag, those big steel from when I used to work at Kawasaki. Those things, it's like a billy club. Those things take D batteries. Okay, I'm going to time this guy out. He's just being annoying now. I'm sorry. You're going to get timed out. You're going to get timed out because you're annoying the fuck out of me right now. So, now your time out. And the next warning, you're going to get the boot. That's it. I'm done. Because I'm not dealing with teeny boppers today. I'm not going to deal with it today. I'm not going to deal with it today. And that's it. That's going to be timeout. When I'm going to let it expire. And I don't want to see another word for the rest. I don't want to see nothing. If I see the next one, you're going to get the boot. That's it. All right. Hello, Tasso. And I hope everybody's all well. Yeah, I shuffled a few things, I guess. That's what happened. Not many. It's just that I added this one here. And no, I probably added some more stuff like, because actually I don't have no more room. Probably shuffled a couple of, but I really don't have no more room. I have the white radio right here. But I'm not gonna put that there. That's gonna go to separate. I have to rearrange this part over here. But until I finish painting, I can't do anything else right now. It's just and of course Thanksgiving, getting ready for Thanksgiving. So, after Thanksgiving, I'll see what I still gotta move this my TV up here to this spot right here. So yeah, so I probably shuffled a couple of them. Not much. I didn't shuffle that many. Well, it's just getting more fuller of stuff. That's all. Yeah. Well, David, you have a channel, but you don't have no videos. Start making videos and stuff, and maybe eventually, well, it took a long time for finally a company to send me a radio. It took over 2,000 subscribers, and 6 years later. 6.5 years later or something like that, before I even got approached by anybody to send me a radio. So, what happens is, and I'm going to tell you what happens is once you get somebody sending you something, I think what they do is they put you on mailing lists, and then you get all types of sponsors. Some of them look scams. Some of them are scams. Some of them are like, oh, if you buy this or you and this is another one. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not buying nothing. I'm not buying nothing. I tell them, you want, I'll give you, here's the address, send it to me. That's it. That's what I do. I'm not buying something just for review. You know, I pulled the trick on this one, and you know, that's it. I'm not gonna buy another radio for a while now. And of course, I bought the cable, like I said last week, because I want to do the mod for the Quansheng K6, K5, excuse me. So I got the Baofeng cable right here. So there's a cable. I didn't have this cable, so finally I bought the cable for my so I can mod that cable. Yeah, I think that it's still good radio. It's just that the overload. It's the same thing as this radio. I said in the review. You know, but you're gonna see somebody's review and they're gonna say it's the greatest radio ever. It's not the greatest radio ever. It's a good radio, but that's it. And Jules made a video on it yesterday. He said the same thing I said. If you already own this one, there's no reason to get this one, right? If you, I'm gonna say it like he said it. I said it in my review. If you already own the original D109, there's no sense in getting this one unless you really want the weather band at top. But I would not get this if you already got. Now, if you don't have this one, and you live in USA or Canada, I would just get the extra $10 more and get this one because it has the weather band, and you know we all can use the weather band. You know, and that's about it because the DX local switch, it doesn't do that much of a difference. I see that's what happened. I thought the DX local switch was going to I thought the DX local switch was going to help out with the overload. I didn't see no difference. It's on some stations, very little difference. It didn't do much because the overload is too much. You understand? It overloaded so much that the DX local switch basically it wasn't effective. It didn't do anything. It just didn't do anything. It's just the overload on this thing is too much for, especially an external antenna, is too much. So standalone with the whip is fine, but you're still gonna get spurious signals. You're gonna get yeah. But no, he made a review on it. He made a review on it, and he made a follow-up. And you know, and I'm telling you, it's the same radio, except the DX local switch, but it is not. It's not. I thought it was gonna really make a difference. I thought the DX local switch was gonna make a difference, and it didn't. It didn't. It didn't make a difference. So that's like I said, if you don't own this radio, and you live in USA and Canada, for the price of this radio, $10 more. If you really want the D109, I would just get this one. But if the rest of the world, I wouldn't get this one because you can't use the weather band anyway. The DX local switch is not a game. The DX local switch is not a game changer, right? That's what I'm going to call a game changer. It's not enough to justify going from this to this if you already own this one. It's not. Yeah. No, I just started early because I want to cover some stuff, and then because I'm not going to be on for 5 hours today or anything like that. Because I still have to finish painting. I have to do some other stuff today. But yeah, sorry, tassel. Yeah. It's just the overload is too much. Even with the DX local switch, it's just too much. And also, there's no DX local switch on medium wave. So that's another thing. But, you can't expect all that for a $40 radio. You just can't. You can't. You can't. I mean, it's a good radio for the price. It is a, like, for example, the D109WB is a good radio for the price because you get a lot. You do get a lot. But I agree with Jills. But if you're serious about shortwave listening, like this is good, like intermediate. It's a good radio for the price range of those radios now. But if you're serious, I would just go straight to the D808. The D808. It's not that expensive. You can get it under $100. I got mine. I remember when I bought mine. I bought mine as low as, I think I paid like $60-something with the. It was on AliExpress when it first came out. I think I paid about $68 or something, because I got it with the coupon code. I got it with the If you order AliExpress through the app, they give you another $10 off. And a lot of people don't know that. When you go to AliExpress, if you order through the app, sometimes they give you a better deal. So I got this down to like $68 when I bought it. Okay, so you don't have to pay $100 and whatever. Sometimes I've seen this radio high over $100. I would not pay that much. You can get it for like, with promo codes or coupon code. AliExpress, like I said, if you use the app, I think sometimes they still give you the discount. When I did it, they had the promotion that if you install the app, they knocked off another. I think it was another 10%. They knocked off. Like I said, I got this down to $68 when I bought it. So you got to try these things, And at that price, I'd rather buy that than buy this, definitely. But of course, this wasn't out when I bought that. I bought that when it first came out. But yeah, so I mean, it's still a good radio. It's just that the overload, And I keep saying it all the time. I don't my portable radios like this. I don't use external antennas on them anyway. I use the telescoping whip. But I use the telescoping whip. That's what I do with them. Okay. Okay. And this kid is not he's not registering in his head what's going on. He's doing it self-film because I think as soon as this live stream is over, you're gonna get the ban. That's it. You're gonna get the ban. It's gonna happen. You're wearing my patience thin right now. I just want people to see it. I want people to see that I'm a patient person, and this is why. I made it clear months ago. When I bring people back, if you're gonna stop acting and teeny bopping and acting like a stupid little kid, you're gonna get the boot. That's it. I don't care. And right now you're threatening that. You come in with another account, you're threatening that. When I told you should have kept your mouth shut, you kept coming back in with your. You should have. You was better off just leaving the chat for the rest of the day. That's what you should have done. You should have just watched the video and not be in the chat. And one thing you're doing is you're pissing off the host. You're annoying the host, and I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you because when you piss off the host, you're gonna get the boot. If you would have been on another channel right now, you would have got the boot a long time ago. So I'm one click away from disappearing in his channel. Yeah. So yeah, it's a good sign. Yeah, it's a good radio. It's not a bad radio. It's just that the overload, But in fairness, like I said, I say it over and over. I don't use these radios. These portable. I never use external antenna. The only external antenna I might use on them is a wire. I may clip a wire to the. I may clip a wire to the antenna itself, or I may use a real antenna like the one up here. This one. This Texan reel. I may use that, but this one you can't. It's the same thing. I tried it outside with the reel. It still overloads. So this is one of the radios that you cannot use an external antenna. You just can't. but it's sensitive enough that you don't really need to with the whip antenna. You don't really need to. But it's just like, for example, inside the house, I can't. But that's a lot of radios here. I get more noise inside this, especially on the second floor. I get more noise up here than I do in the basement. Every environment is different. This radio might be perfect for you if you live out there where there's no strong signals. This radio might be perfect for you. But for me, it just overloads too much. It overloads too much here. I have too many strong stations. So, it's not unusable. It's not unlistenable. But I sometimes I struggle with tuning some things, and I can hear it. I can hear breakthrough AM stations and all that. When I did the scan last week, you heard it. I did the scan right here with the MLA 30, and you heard a lot of breakthrough. It was a lot of breakthrough. I was very disappointed, but I should have said I was disappointed, but I wasn't surprised because it is this radio right here, just with the weather band and the extra switch. So yeah. Yeah. So yes, I wish the overload wasn't. Your review is honest. Thank you. I own neither. So if I purchase the one in the future, it'll be the one. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That was the point of my review. It's the same radio. But if you don't own this one and you live in the United States or Canada and you're gonna buy it, I might as well just get the price of $10 more the price of this one and just get the weather band because it has the weather band, and the weather band is okay. It's good. It's good. I would just get it for that. Yeah. Daniel Mark LeBlanc, I haven't seen Jill's video for a while. I thought he was only one. No, he didn't do a live stream on there. He just made a review video. He doesn't, it's not he has a regular video. It wasn't on a live stream. It was a few days ago. He did his review. And then he did a follow-up, I believe yesterday. I saw it yesterday. He did a follow-up. And he tried to clarify a couple of things, which the same thing like I'm doing right now. I'm trying to clarify that. It's not a piece of junk. It's a good radio. It's just the overload. I'm not gonna totally bash it, but I didn't totally bash it, but just the overload, because it is for the price. I'm gonna tell you, for the price, it is the new one. For this one, for the price, is good now. It's just the overload. If you live in an environment like where I live at, where you're gonna have a lot of strong signals, you cannot put an external antenna on this. No way. No way, you can't. It's just not gonna work. Now, the telescoping whip works fine. Outside, I can pick up a lot of stations. If you live somewhere where there's not a lot of strong stations, or there's not any, you can try with external antenna. You might have better luck on it. But me, I can't. No way, I can't. I tried. I just can't. James Farley, the FM and shortwave probably has a resistor on a switch to reduce voltage on it. I don't know, maybe. Hello, Glenn Dansler. I missed the first half hour. You didn't miss much anyway. I just came on because, like I said, you didn't miss one. We're just talking. We didn't miss anything. We're just talking. I just I mentioned about this radio earlier that I'm testing out. I'm messing around with it. It's okay. So I'm gonna make a review on this in a couple of days. The AM/FM weather band and Bluetooth speakers from Walmart. They sell this in Walmart. It looks interesting. It looks I like the look of it, but it has some flaws on it. I will talk about it in a couple of days. So you didn't miss much. Talk about, you didn't miss much. So, sometimes I come on early. So people gotta understand that sometimes when I say 3 o'clock, sometimes I can't make it, but I try to come out earlier sometimes because even if, for example, I've been busy. All these I put a couple of videos on my other channel But some of them were like old videos that I already had here that I moved. But I've been busy. I have a life. Sometimes I can be on. Sometimes I'm on late. I don't like when people remind me. Oh, you know what? Like, it's my channel, my rules. That's it. That's why you have the bell icon. It'll inform you. If you can't make it, you can't make it. That's it. You're not obligated to come to the chat every time I'm on. It's fine. You can't make it sometimes. I understand that. And then if I'm talking about something, I'm sorry. People. I'm feeding off what they telling me. And again, it's gonna come down to bottom line. It's my channel. I can talk about whatever I want to talk about. When a stupid little, I'm gonna say, when a little teeny bopper comes here telling me how to dictate my channel, then you're annoying me. Now you're gonna get the boot. That's it. You got timeout. And like I said, you're one click away from getting banned. And that's it. And once you get banned, don't come here with another account, because I'm gonna ban that account. You come with another account, I'm gonna ban. You're gonna have every account you ever made is gonna get banned. That's it. Because I'm not gonna put up with that. Okay, like I said, I'm not here to babysit. There's the Baby Shark channel, whatever you're gonna watch Baby Shark, whatever. Okay, I'm not here to babysit people. Okay, and I made it clear from that time that I unbanned you. I told you, you're gonna come in here, you're gonna behave. You're not gonna tell me what to do. You're not gonna start, whatever, belly aching what I'm talking about, or you're gonna get the boot. That's it. I don't care. Because the mood was good until you started opening your mouth. Now I'm irritated. Okay? And then Bonds, I'll give them the green light to ban the shit out of you right now. So if I was you, I would just leave the chat. Don't come with another account. Call it a day. Time your ass out. And think about what you're doing. Next time you come here, don't tell me how to run my channel. Because I'm telling you, I'm being patient. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows. I'm being another channel you would have got kicked out a long time ago. But I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice. I'm gonna turn into good old fashioned the way I was months ago. I'm just gonna lay down the hammer on a few people. That's it. I don't care. I don't care at the expense of losing subscribers. I will ban the shit out of you. So if I was you, I will take a walk, go to another chat. Because you're already fucking up my mood. Okay, where was I? Where was I? Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ. I can't believe I'm dealing with this shit on a Saturday. Fucking teeny bopper. Daniel Mark LeBlanc, the Eton Traveler is what I use when I'm away. Yeah. The Traveler, which is that one? This one, I don't know which one you have. I have the little the G6. I don't know which Traveler you have. I don't know what, but yeah, they're nice little radios. I like them. Yeah, I have, and that's another thing. That one is gonna be one of my go-to radios now. Where's it at? Yeah. So this one actually makes it now as a traveling radio now. I could throw this in my bag because I don't have a dedicated weather radio. I mean, I have a couple of older ones. That's why I decided to buy this one, because I don't have a dedicated weather radio. Only that Eton up there, the white one, the emergency, but that's too big. That's the one over there behind that Studebaker. You see it up there, the Red Cross one. I don't want to take that with me on the travel. And then the CC Pocket, it's not that sensitive. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take this one for the weather bands. And of course, my scanner. I mean, not my scanner. I'm going to mod it after the stream. I'm going to mod this today. I may make a video on it. I bought the cable. I'm going to... so basically, the mod, there's a full mod on this. And you can open this up from 18 megahertz all the way to 1.3 gigahertz receiving. So essentially, you're turning this into a full-blown scanner. So I'm gonna see if it works. So I may make a video out of that. So this one's gonna make it to my travel thing. So you use it when you're away. Okay, yeah, it works good. Yeah, I know the old Grundigs. A lot of these old Grundigs portables, they work. They're pretty good. Yeah. Tasso, have you picked up any long wave beacons in your area of Yonkers? Here in Queens, I believe only once. Once I picked up. It's too. Yeah, that I noticed that too. That happened to me. I didn't even try anymore because I should try more often. But with my portables, I don't have much luck with my portables. Only my SDR is the one that usually picks up. But even with my SDR lately, I haven't been picking up any non-directional beacons because like you said, I believe they're shutting them down. I have heard that too. I haven't even look it up to see if that's true. But I think they are shutting down some of them or something. I know I don't hear them as often as I used to. Because I normally pick there's one I pick up at 392 kilohertz. I don't hear that one anymore. That's usually one of the stronger ones I normally hear. 392 or 391. There's another one around 368. I used to pick the one up at 47, the one that Jules broadcasted the other day. He picked it up with this one, the local one from his from where he's at. 407. I used to pick that up over here. I don't pick it up anymore. So, but that one still seems to be active. Maybe I need to try that one for 407 kilohertz. But I haven't picked up any lately. I need to try. Maybe I'll try it tonight. Maybe I'm gonna stay up late tonight. Maybe I'll try it tonight with the. I could try it with this one tonight in the boiler room. I'll try this one tonight. I can try it. Especially 407, because that one I used to pick up strong. I picked it up a few times strong. So I can try it. But yeah, I'm like you. I don't get them as much as I used to. Daniel Mark LeBron, if you could sell, if you had to sell every radio you have and only keep one, which one would you keep? I say it all the time. I said it. No, I didn't say it. I said it a few times. I mean, it's not technically a portable radio, but I definitely won't sell this one. SDR, because I can listen to everything on this and good. Not only I can listen to a lot here, but it's good. This is the equivalent of a $2,000. I gotta say, this is like the equivalent of a $2,000. Well, $2,000. I should say $2,000. Like a $1,300 icon receiver. Literally, this is like the equivalent of that. So this is my best radio, my best receiver. Plus, I can do everything. I can do no weather satellites. You could do other stuff, digital stuff. Everything. What else? I could track aircraft with this ADSB. It would be this one. I can see, yeah. Now physical radio, not SDR. Man, that's tough. Man, that's tough. But I'm gonna say, I know people are gonna say, what? Tabletop. If it's tabletop, even though it's old, I still like the Kenwood R2000. I like the Kenwood R2000. Portable, satellite 750. Grundig Ball / Eton / the 750. I still love this radio. I can't see myself selling that radio off. I can sell everything off. I just can't see myself selling this one off. Because number one, this was my first radio coming back. So when my wife bought me that radio for I'm trying to remember, it was my birthday. It was 7 years ago. 8 years ago, excuse me. It has to be this one. I cannot sell this one. No, I don't think I could. I can never sell it. I know you get the whole thing with the bandwidth thing, but still, I love that radio. I could sell every other radio, but I won't sell that one. I just won't. I won't sell that one. So you got twofold answer. This is overall, but if it's between tabletop and portable, I would not sell this one. You know, yeah, I wouldn't sell that one. Everything else, I could see myself. I could see it selling if I had to. So I hope that answers your question, Daniel Mark LeBlanc. Yeah. But this SDR this is amazing. This is amazing SDR. I'm telling you, it's amazing because literally, you can listen to everything here. I can imagine when they come out with a new version of this, well, how is it going to be? But 1 point, what is it? 2 gigahertz. Yeah, there's not much to listen up there. But anyway, this is very wideband. 10 kilohertz up to 2 gigahertz, I believe. Yeah. And it's good. It's good all around. It just depending on the antenna you have, this is good. I picked up everything. There's stuff that I pick up there that I cannot pick up on any radio anyway. I just can't. Even my better radios still cannot pick that. What I pick up there, it's not even close. Hello, Radio Friend TV. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Hello, Lee. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. No, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. And if he doesn't behave, he's just gonna get the hammer. That's it. Yeah. No, it's not. It's just that I'm like I said. I'm trying to be I'm trying to give this kid a chance, but it just doesn't register with his head. And it's unfortunate. Like you need to like tone it. Like my mother used to say. My mother used to say that when I was little, when I was a kid. When you have two adults talking, you don't interrupt. You understand? Like if me and James Farley was talking, we were talking about paint. Because he asked me, I'm talking about paint. So when you interrupt and say, can we talk about something else? You're being a stupid little kid interrupting two adults talking. That's what you come off as. And, you need to, shut up. Like, because that's what my mother would do to me. When my mother was talking to another adult and I was like 10 years old and I tried to interrupt, my mother would tell me, two adults are talking, can you shut the fuck up? And she would literally smack me in the mouth. Shut up. That's what he don't understand. There's a code. So when two adults are talking, you're a little kid, shut up. You're a little kid. I don't care. I don't care if it bothers you. There's a place. You're at that place right now. You're not an adult. You're a kid. But you're not. This chat is a lot of everybody here is over a certain age. And you're the only kid here. I'll give you the benefit of that until you start acting like a stupid little kid. Then I'm gonna smack you in the mouth. That's what's gonna happen. Like my mother did to me. And she did a couple of times because a little smart mouth me. My mother's talking to an adult, like to the priest or whatever, and I'm interrupting. Man, shut up. You don't see two adults talking? Why are you interrupting? And it's Hispanic culture. I don't know if other culture, Hispanic culture, that's what we're taught not to interrupt when two adults are talking. That's what we're taught. I'm old school. Okay? So when you're a little teeny bopper, you need to stay in your place. This is not Baby Shark live stream. You understand? This is, we're a lot of adults here, a lot of older adults, a lot of granddaddies, a lot of dads and all that. And you come off as a stupid little kid when you interrupt. And that's why, I had to put a timeout on his ass. Especially when and that's another thing, Yeah, but mainly is that don't, and especially when you're telling me, talk about something else. You know, like I said all the time, this is, I might try to talk about what I want to talk about, and when you annoy the shit out of me, you're gonna get the boot. That's it. I don't have time for that. So you know, I'm not aggravated. It's just that I was a little aggravated. Now I just say, you know what? Finally, you're gone. That's it. And you're 2 steps and 1 step away from getting the hammer for good. So Robert Varner, hello. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, he's not an idiot. He's just a kid, you know. But he doesn't understand. You gotta have your place. Because the problem with today's youth, they don't have their place in society. They don't. They're not. They don't respect the generation that's before them that paved the way for them. You know, I'm a Generation X. We're the last generation that went outside and drank from a water hose. I drank water from a water hose. I drank water on a fountain in the park. I didn't drink bottled water when I was a kid. You know, we played outside. We played outside. We played street games outside. We did all this. Now you got all this generation that the kids never go outside. They don't know how to interact with people. All they know is online, how to interact with people online. When I told somebody off, I tell them to their face. That's what I did when I was young. And I still do it to this day. When I got something to say, I'll say it to your face. I'm not going to hide behind a tweet or email or a text message. I'm going to say it to your face. And this generation is they're not like that. They just don't comprehend that. That's why you see all this nonsense happening now with the ripping down posters and all this shit. Because they have no concept. There's a hierarchy. You respect your elders. And people forget that. These knuckleheads, they forget that. And this is the future of our country. Knuckleheads. They have no concept of history. It's like a fad for them to hate, whatever. Jesus Christ. So I'm here to remind people that you're not going to do that here. You're not going to do that in this chat. You're not going to do that here. You know, I go back to my mother. My mother's talking to somebody, the grocery guy, the butcher, whatever. And I'm into shut up. That's what my mother will do to me. Shut up. You're a little kid. Just shut up. Respect. I'm talking to the dog. We're talking about something. Don't interrupt. And that's the way we was taught. That's it. Jesus Christ. I don't got time for babysitting teeny boppers in this chat. I've been doing this channel more than half of his lifetime. When I started this channel, the kid was probably in diapers. Jesus Christ. Probably shitting in his diapers when I was when I started this channel, he's probably shitting in his diapers. Are you kidding me? You gonna tell me how to run my fucking chat? Are you fucking kidding me? Take that shit back to your fucking. I'm not the one. I'm telling you, bro. Mommy and daddy don't treat. Mommy and daddy don't. I'm gonna do it. There you go. Take it down a notch. Lee says, "Take him down, brother." I'm all right. I just like to, I just gonna say it like it is. That's it. People gonna understand that. You don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me how to run my live stream. Don't do it. Don't do that. Glenn, I always try to check you live. You're my thank you. Because today's the 18th. I don't know if Jill's doing his. I don't know. I don't know if he posted it yet on his Facebook. I think he's supposed to do a Zoom meeting today. That's another reason why I came on an hour early. because I don't know if he's doing a Zoom meeting thing too. So I'm not sure about that. For people that donated to his channel, because he only comes on the beginning of the month, every month, the first Saturday of the month. But I thought today was a Zoom meeting. I'm not sure. I don't want to go check, but anyway, I'm gonna be on for another hour, so no big deal. So 1 hour and 15 minutes in the books. Unfortunately, I wasted my part of my time talking about knuckleheads. But all right. Oh, I got my anyway. Let me read down here, and then I'll get to my next thing. And yeah, thank you, Glenn Dansler. I appreciate that. Hit the love. That heart doesn't do anything. You can click on it all you want. It doesn't do anything. The likes is more. I don't know what they're gonna do with that heart thing. I don't know why it's still there. I guess they're trying to be like TikTok. If you're on, I guess it works on the phone. If you're on a mobile, on a phone, you can just tap the screen, and the hearts. I guess that's what that is. But it doesn't do it. It doesn't add anything to the chat. It doesn't make my chat more popular or whatever. It's just, I guess maybe eventually they're gonna implement something on that. I don't know. For now, it's just there. It's just annoying heart. Yeah. So tune in, Lee. I won one of these YouTube, one of these on YouTube comps. Still waiting for the snail polls. Okay. James Farley, do you have any Radio Shack radio? Yes, I have the DX 440. Yeah, I have the DX 302. I have the DX 100, and I have the Radio Shack DX 398 is right here. You can see it right there. The DX 390. Let me take it out. I'm trying to take it out. And then I have a couple of AM FM. One of them looks like the Super Radio. One of them is a smaller version. It says AM FM. Not smaller AM FM radio. There's another one in the back that looks like the G Super Radio 1, but it's made by Radio Shack. So this is the DX 398. 398. This one is a good radio. This is a very good radio. And it takes 4. I forgot how many batteries? 4. 4 AA batteries. Well, this is a good radio. I bought this one from eBay. I think I paid $50. $50 for this one. Of course, this one's been made. I think Sangean makes a version of this one. They made one back then. I forgot the model. I forgot one. Somebody can refresh my memory. I know Sangean makes I forgot which one it is. Is it the 818? I forgot which one it is. Somebody told me in the chat. But it's a good radio. I like that radio. That one has the I like the alphanumeric display and everything. So, and then what other radio? Of course, the DX302, the DX100, and those 2 portables. I'm thinking what else? I think that's it for Radio Shack. Right? I think that's it for Radio Shack. Yeah, I think that's it for Radio Shack. I'm looking. Yeah, that's it for Radio Shack. And the X302, and yeah. So the 440. Yeah, the 440. I was close to getting the 440. And there was another one too there was another one that was I think, which is it the 390? It's the tabletop, but with the digital display. Oh, sorry. With the yeah, not the 302, but I think it's the 390. I like that one too. I've been looking at that one too. I came close to getting that one before, but I lost the bid. I think it's a 390. Yeah. And Lee says hello to everybody. Hello, Lee. Tasso, me too. I haven't heard the strong one in a while. I check it. Yeah, I'm not getting them. I haven't gotten any of them in a while. I assume that they offline. Maybe keep 1 2 radio as well. Well, yeah, that's another thing, But the problem with 2 radios is that as years go by, yeah, I can replace the capacitors on there, which I would like to some time in the future. I don't have the space for a workshop, but also the tubes. But yeah, I would try to keep one of them. If I had to sell everything, yeah, I would try to keep at least. The better one that I have out of all of them is the SX25. That is the better one, and the S38B. The other ones, I would sell them. Hallicrafters. Daniel Mark LeBlanc, I love the 750. It is still my go-to even. Yeah, exactly. I love that radio. Plus, to me, it's more of my wife bought it. It's a gift. So, you don't sell gifts. I don't know about you guys, but when you see people go out of their way and give me a gift, I don't sell it. I won't sell it. And to me, that's like disrespect. I don't know. It's just me. I don't sell. When somebody goes out of the way to give me, especially, of course, my wife, no. Give it to my son. My son wants any radio here, he can have it. I say, son, you want the? I say, oh, son, you want this radio? You want to play this? No, okay. His thing lately is writing code. So he goes through my library of books now. He's been going through my. I said, Daddy, Papa, you have a C++ book? I said, yeah, C++ here. So he's trying to learn C, C++, Java. He's trying to learn code. He's fascinated by learning code and math now. Also, he got the math bug in him. So I say, oh, great, here. I encourage him. I say, well, a lot of kids his age they don't care about math. He's fascinated by math. He's watching one of my old videos. I have a video on my Danny Finance channel. It's been there for years. Here's an algebra college. No, not college. Algebra 1 tutorial. He started watching the video. I was like, wow, he wants to learn. He wants to really do all the math. He's getting bored in school. He says school is too boring. I remember I was the same way. At a certain grade, I started getting bored with school because the problem with school is that they have to slow it down for other, for some people, and so we're trying to get them into another school. But they're pretty strict with the attendance. Problem is, my son missed a few days, and they want you to have almost perfect attendance before you go to. Over here in Yonkers, we call it pearls. They call it pearls. That's more advanced, where they can challenge him more. So we're trying to get him into that school. We tried already 2 years in a row, 3 years, 2 years, and he didn't get in. So we're gonna try again this year. So yeah. Danny Mark LeBlanc, I also love my Grundig 800. Yeah, I love my Grundig 800. Exactly. Same thing. Tasso, I heard WTWW 5085 recently at night. No music like it, but it's still on with good signal. WRMI Legends 5050 doesn't come as well for me. And that is the good thing about WT. Yeah, signal. Strong signal, exactly. Okay, so I caught up in the chat. Oh, I forgot you had a. Okay, the heart is blocking the. Let me see. Yeah, it's blocking the. Oh, probably the DX100. Yeah, I do have the DX100. So I got the email yesterday for the. Last week I contacted the FTA 10 meters. I contacted the Air Force, United States Air Force. They had a special event. So of course they sent me the email today, earlier today. Actually, it was last night. What am I saying? Last night. So there's the email. My call sign, dear. Call sign 75-year special event. So I click on the link. They tell you what to do. So you go here. So I put the call sign. 75 years. They had other events, but this is the one that and you get a PDF or a JPEG, right? And this is the when it happened. So this is a certificate right here. So I got to print it out. I want to print it out. So of course it says U.S. Air Force Mars, 75 years certified. Yours truly. November 5 through 11. Yeah, I know it's cool, right? Because they when I contacted them, I went to the QRZ. They said there's no QSL. You're gonna get a certificate instead. So, and of course, the station that I contacted is right here. Actually, let me move it down a little bit. So, they checked the box. The one that I contacted with was this one, W1. Yeah, so it's a certificate. Well, it is. I guess it's a QSL also, but they don't call it a QSL. They call it a certificate. So they have other ones, but of course, I contacted this one, W1F. And yeah, I know. I want to see if I could put it in a frame or something. So especially me, I was at I was in the Air Force, so I was kind of it was kind of a thrill. And 75th anniversary United States Air Force, and yeah, so it was kind of cool. So I'm gonna print it out and see if I can frame it somewhere. Maybe when I have my area in the basement, I could frame it because I have no room here. Unless I can frame it up there somewhere. I don't know. So it's pretty cool. So there you go. Military Auxiliary. So Mars, that's what it stands for anyway. Military Auxiliary Radio System. And they even have Pentagon. Wow, the Pentagon. And what else? Everything else is And it was what was the station? I have to go here. Let me go to my logbook. It was right here. See, it was this one, W1F. Thank you, Lee. And it was so this is the QRZ where I logged the contact. So it was Scott Air Force Base, Illinois. Okay, so that was the Scott Air Force Base, Illinois, and yeah, so I see no QSL certificate, so they contacted me. So, and this is the Mars wing. It was this one, number 5 or region 5. Excuse me. No, region 6. Yeah, it was region 6. This call sign, but it was from Illinois. Anyway, so that's a certificate, right? But anyway, that's a certificate. Where is it right there? So that's pretty cool. So I was these are the fun things you do when you talk amateur radio, like why you want to do it's fun, and that's FTA. I'm only doing that with the G. I'm a technician. I'm still not a general yet. So technician, 10 meters, not very expensive equipment with the G90, the Zygo G90, right? The G90 with an NFED antenna outside. So I'm not, I'm still not a general yet. I'm still, when I get my general, but, people say, technician, go get your general. Hurry up, get off the repeaters. I'm having fun with 10 meters. I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush to, I'm going to get it eventually. I will get it. But I'm having fun with the, FTA. Yeah, I know exactly. My NFED really is blowing me away. I got to make a year review video. I have to go outside. I'm going to make a year review. Today was windy. I was thinking about doing it early this morning. I was going to go out there and do the review you know, like a year, an update video. Because it's been a year already since I put the NFET up. It's holding up well, but today is windy outside. Today's it's kind of whipping up the wind today. NFET is doing a good job. 80 feet of wire, 9-to-1 onion is going all the way up to the tree, right next to my house. A tree about 35 feet off the ground at the tippy top of the NFET, and it's doing good. I'm getting good signals. I can only imagine when I get the general, I can start working on the other lower bands, you know, like 20 meters or so on. So, but I'm having fun with it, and that's what I'm trying to tell people. You know, don't think that you get the general, you have to rush to get the. I mean, don't think that when you get the technician license, which a lot of people can pass it. You know, more I know people here that can pass it. All you guys can, because you guys already have a lot of radio knowledge. But the general, you know, you don't have to rush it. Don't rush it. Enjoy it. Enjoy. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this hobby. I'm enjoying it. And that's the thing. You want to enjoy the hobby. And I'm not breaking the bank. G90, I'm only 20 watts. I'm doing this with 20 watts of power. That's it. I'm not doing it with 100 watt. I don't have a 100-watt radio. I'm doing it with 20 watts. 20 watts. And I'm enjoying it. You know, making contacts. That's why I keep you know, you go to my QRZ, you know, I'm making contacts, you know, having fun. I call it. Oh, I go over here. You know, I'm not doing contests or anything like that, you know. But you know, there's goals that you want to do, little goals. You know, right now, you know, this is all 10 meters. This is all 10. I'm not even doing other bands yet because I'm only a technician. But you know, I can see myself doing all 50 states eventually. You know, when you had a 50, you know, things like that. Main thing is have fun. Have fun, people. DX World, that's the how many countries? I got 34 countries before I get to the first 100. It's all 10 meters. This is all 10 meters. Okay? All 10 meters. Continents. I'm one away from getting all 6 of them. And I'm not on this every day. I'm not doing this every day, you know, but you know, so if you're on the fence about getting your technician license, I say go for it. Go for it. You know, I wish I could have done this sooner. You know, Europe, Europe is probably the one I have the most. You know, Asia, I only have it's only Japan. Right now, it's only Japan. That's it. So it's only Japan. But you know, yeah, have fun, man. Have fun. And of course, all the EQSLs that I got in, I printed a couple of them. I put them up there. You know, I go to I have an EQSL.cc account set up. I have a QSL in the EQSL. So people send me QSL. I printed a few of them. I got one here. I print them out. I hang them there. I printed 2 of them here. This one is from Japan. This is from Austria. I print them out because they look nice. I print them out. And I cut them and I put the hanger. This one is from Whitehorse, Yukon Territory, Canada, right near Alaska. It's all 10 meters, you know, FTA, you know. I try to tell people, you know, if you're on the fence about getting a technician, I say go for it, get your technician license. I haven't even begun. I have not even begun to untap all this stuff. I get off the repeaters. Yeah, I get it. But, you know, I'm going to mod this one today or tomorrow with the cable. And I'm going to play around with this one too, you know. For, you know, of course, the ones that I'm licensed to, I'm not going to, don't do anything stupid. You know, whatever your license is, that's all you can do. Don't. But you know, play around this. You know, some people don't like these. Get off the repeater. I heard some comments about that. Get off the, you know. When I got my license, go get your general. No, I want to learn as much as I can about all this stuff. I'm here making a live stream, but I'm a rookie when it comes to amateur radio. My first year anniversary just was in September. Okay. Oh, you have, that's the one you want, the quantity. Okay. So they have mods on that. They have mods that you can unlock this for receiving all the way down to 18 megahertz. I talked about in my last stream, I talked about it. There's a website where you go. So now I have the cable. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. So you could turn this into a full-blown scanner. And if you want to disable, for example, if you don't have a license and you don't want to accidentally hit the PTT, you could disable TX. So you could disable if you don't want to, if you know, if you just want to, if you only want to use it for receiving, you could disable the transmitting part. There's a lot of mods for this. It's cool. So you know, the good thing about I'll get you guys an ad right now. Hold on, I'll go wait a second or two. Wait a couple of seconds. The thing is that right now, like I say, my first year anniversary, I just got my technician license. I'm having fun. I'm learning. You know, the hobby's not boring to me. Some people get bored out of the hobby because I can't listen to a lot of shortwave anymore. All right. Yeah, I can still listen to shortwave. Or I can DX medium wave a lot anymore because every station sounds the same, you know, syndicated or whatever, you know. There's other stuff you can listen to. And I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. So I'm excited to get to do this now. I'm excited. I'm like a kid with a new toy. And that's my point, that you know, you're never too old to learn new stuff. I'm not. I enjoy learning new stuff. Like I said, I'm there's no shame in saying that. What is that shine? I'm getting like a glare. I think it's from this. Oh my god, really? What is going on with this thing today? I hope it's not my. Wow, that's weird. What the hell's going on? So yeah, let me do something. Hold on. Focus. That's my. I don't know what's going on right now. Wow. I'm gonna shut off this light because I don't know what's going on with this light. I think the glare is too much. Let me see. I'm just gonna shut this off. No sense in. Yeah, I'm still getting it. What the hell is going on today? So that's like the gremlins, I'm telling you. It can't be something's on my lens. Is it? Yeah. Something was on my lens, I guess. What the hell? Yeah, thank you for I had to be that because I just wiped it. Look. What the hell? I'm ready to replace this anyway. I'm looking into a 4K version of this one. This one already is long in the tooth. I already had it for a few years. So I'm ready to get a new camera anyway. Well, I'm supposed to get YouTube next month. I already made the threshold. I made the threshold already, so I gotta wait till the 21st. Right before Christmas, I gave my YouTube money. So maybe I might have to go to a new camera. Got to break the bank and get the new camera. I don't want to get another radio. I might as well get a new camera. A new webcam. Maybe. But right now it's good. It's just that annoying. Yeah, so I'm excited about this. You know, it's that's what I tell people all the time. You know, when I got my license right away, I had like 10 comments. Get off the repeaters. Go get your general. I'm saying, man, chill out. I mean, can I enjoy my Oh my God, my battery is dying. Yeah. Let's see. I can check. Let me check if I'm gonna. When I hit the 12 mark, I'm gonna levitate the table. So I'll start tuning. Because I'm sitting here, I can't tune up. I just can't. I have to stand up for that. Yes, I want to put in a frame. Yeah, exactly. No, you spelled it correctly. NFED. Yeah, NFED. NFED. Some people call it uh, long wire NFED antenna. I just call it NFED. I mean, because with an NFED, you can do certain things. Like, for example, the NFED outside, it's a sloper. It's called a sloper. It's just going up to the tree. Just one continuous line. But you can also do an inverted V with it. Some people do an inverted L. An inverted L. Inverted V. Mine is just a sloper. Straight. Right, straight all the way up to the a branch up there in the tree. I did it with a slingshot. I made a video on that when I first launched it up there. I used a slingshot and then I ran it down and it's holding up good. I haven't been, knock on wood, so far it hasn't come down. It hasn't of course I didn't really put it tight, the wire. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to give it slack. And it's working well. I'm very surprised how well it's working. I thought it was gonna be a lot noisier, but it's been working well. So yeah, also the infamous. So James Farley said, "Can you hear any hams on 28.36, 28?" And while I'm checking the, because I have to, I'll do it though, because this, I still got to finish this thing over here. Anyway, yeah, I can't do it with the Kenwood. Kenwood doesn't, single sideband doesn't work on the Kenwood anymore. So, Tassel, also the infamous WWVB contact. Yeah, it's right there. That's QSL. That believe it or not, I still get it once in a while. I still get the WWVB. So that still coming. It still comes in on even the NFED. I can pick that up. It's a little noisier with the NFED, but I can pick it up. 60 kilohertz. Yeah, 60 kilohertz. 60 kilohertz and CW. So CW, you got to put on CW. I know with the with the SDR, this one and the AirSpy. AirSpy, HF plus Discovery. So 60 kilohertz and CW. You got to put on CW, and you'll hear it. Well, providing the noises down to, but yeah, you should be able to hear it sometimes. I heard. I was surprised. The first time I picked it up was with the Discone. So that one is with the Discone. That was the first time I ever heard it was with the Discone. It was around 11 o'clock at night or something. I was just tuning. I wasn't even using this one. I was using the original RSP1, not the 1A, the one RSP1. That and the Discone, and I was using SDR console as a software. That's the first time I heard WWVB. So that video, I submitted the link to them. And, I wrote an email to them. I just wrote an email to them. I submitted the link, the video link. I put it on my reception report, but I also submitted the video link as proof. And they sent me the QSL a month later. It took about a month later. So about a little over a month and a half, something like that. I got in the mail. And that was it. So that was with the Discone. And then I got it with the U loop. The U loop was the best reception because it was very low noise floor. It's very clean signal. I did it a few times with the U loop. And then the MLA 30, the copper one, I had it out there. I got that one, and I made a video on that. So you can pick it up. You just have to. You got to try different things. Now I was obsessed by that. I was like, you know, you got to try. You got to keep trying. You got to try it different. This doesn't work. Try this. This doesn't work. Try this. Try this. Try this. And finally, I got the signal. No, none of my portables go that low. Any portable or to even the tabletop. FRG 7700 goes down to I think it's 100 kilohertz. That's it. I think it's 100 kilohertz. The same thing with the Kenwood R2000, 100 kilohertz. Plus that one again, I can't use the single sideband or CW button because it's not working. So in terms of tabletop or portable radios, no, I don't have any radio that goes down to below 100 kilohertz. No, I don't have any of them. I wanted to get that DGen / Cato 1103. I heard that radio can go down to, that's an old radio. It's an older radio. It has that digital, it has that, what they call that? I don't know who has it here. You know what I'm talking about. The screen, it has like that, it looks like an analog dial, but it's actually on a LED screen or LCD screen, excuse me. I heard that radio. I saw a video on it. I guess there's a mod for that, or depending on a firmware or something. I don't know what it is that you could bring it all the way down to. This one doesn't. This one doesn't up to 100. The R2000 plus that one I can't do the CW anyway, or the single sideband. It's not. Of course that one is not working. So you can do with the R5000, you can go down to 30 kilohertz. Okay. Yeah. So other than my SDR, that's right. Even my transceivers, none of them go down to I think 100 kilohertz. Well, the G90 500 kilohertz. The G90 that's the lowest, 500 kilohertz. That's it. You can't even do below that. Listening. The Yaesu, the FT818, I think it's 100 kilohertz. Also, the lowest you can listen to. But that's it. I have to check on that. I think maybe, I don't know. I have to check on that. But I think it's 100 kilohertz. And that's it. And same thing with the satellite 750. The lowest on that is the broadcast, the longwave broadcast, which is a 153. I think it is the lowest. So even the grande, same thing. For that radio, the one I'm talking about, for portable radio, I think that's the only radio that I know of that can go all the way down to. That one went all the way down to, with the mod, I think that one went all the way down to DC. All the way at the bottom. Because somebody did a band scan. I got to find that video. Maybe I'm not going to look for it now because I saw a video a few years ago. The guy used the DGen 1103 / Cato 1103. I guess it was a mod or something, or that's the he brought it. I think he started at DC, and he went to. He did the. I think that he started with like 10 kilohertz. He started with, I think, the crackling, like the thunderstorms. There was thunderstorms. It was around 10 kilohertz or right there. It was just thunderstorms. He started there. Then he went to 24 kilohertz or something. That he got the Cutler main. Then he started going up. Then he got some time signal from, I think it was at 42 kilohertz or something. Because he was in Europe. The video that I saw, the guy's in Europe. I forgot where. I don't know what I forgot. I can't remember. It's been over 5 years since I've seen this video. Man, I never bought that radio. I always wanted to buy that radio. Maybe I'm gonna look into getting that radio because that's one of the few radios that I think with there's a mod or something that you do with that radio or firmware that you can bring it down to the whole long wave band, all the way down to. I don't know if anybody here owns that radio. Hello, Mario the Extra. Good evening. I hope you're doing well. And I like your Q&A. I like the Q&A video that you did. I enjoy your Q&A videos. The one about the G90 and the X6100. I like those Q&A videos. They're very informative. I like that. I really enjoy them. You know, they're very, because they're unique. You know, and now maybe was in the delivery and all that too. You're. I'm telling you, you're natural. You're good when it comes to presenting videos of that. And I keep saying that the videos that you talk and all that. I think those videos get more views than the simple reception videos. The same thing with me. You know, I get so you keep doing those videos. I like those videos. I watch those videos. So they're cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna look into that. See if that radio I can get that radio. Maybe I should pick that one up next. The 1103. So it's Cato 1103, DGen 1103. I forgot. There's another. So is that one, the 1103. I know it's the 11. I know Jill's has that radio. But when I saw this video, I said, man, there's a mod for this radio and everything. And he brought it down to, yeah. Okay, where's my mouse? Sometimes I lose my mouse between the two screens. So yeah. So thank you, Early. All good. Yeah, the lens. Yeah. So it was just something on the lens. Yeah. Tasso, how has your TV reception been, Danny? I know that you've been wanting to get a new TV antenna. I heard that here in New York City, the new ATSC 3.0 standard is on. For me, AT, yeah, it's good enough. The problem that I have is that I have too many trees here. When I do the TV full or what is it? Rabbit ears are info. When I do the antennas, the New York City transmitter is about 15 miles away from here. It's not that far. The problem with me is that I have a lot of trees and I'm in a valley. So a valley, and for those of you who don't know what's a valley, is that this is the mountain, this is the top of the mountain, the bottom part of the mountain, or between two mountains or two hills, this is the valley. So you already see the difference. So basically I have a hill above me. And that really limits my reception. Like if I was at level ground with New York City, I would get everything. All my local stations would be strong. That's not the case. I found that out when I first moved here. So I'm in a valley. So they call that one edge. When you do the chart, you got line of sight. LOS stands for line of sight. I'm not line of sight. Even though I'm only 15 miles away from the transmitter, I'm what they call one edge. So when you start getting to one edge, that means you start losing signal. That means you need a bigger antenna. When I first moved here, I bought the Mohu, put in the window. The Mohu leaf is a flat antenna, but nothing. I only got a handful of stations. Nothing. Then I had a smaller Yagi that it was falling apart. Somebody gave it to me, like an RCA one. I put it. It got better. I started getting on the back end. I started getting stations from up here, like Poughkeepsie, and I got a couple of them from New Jersey. It got better, but then I finally bought one. I bought the Clearstream 4, which is not directional. It's omnidirectional. It has 2 bays, but it's omnidirectional. That was better, but so what I need now is a directional. And I need a bigger one. I need a Yagi. I need a directional, pointed straight to New York City, and hopefully that could pick up, because I need to, because the majority of stations that I pick up is from New York City. Most of the channels are coming from the transmit in New York City, and that's the problem. It's not directional. My antenna is not directional. If I get a directional antenna, I think so. Right now is I pick up, like, for example, the TV downstairs in my old shack, in that room. I did a scan the other day. I picked up 90 channels. I picked up 90 channels. Out of the 90, a good 30 of them are pixelated. They don't stay on. It just barely picks up the signal, and that's it. It picks up enough of the signal to make the scan, but I can't watch those channels. You just can't watch them because they're too pixelated. And a couple of my VHF channels too. So it's not going to work for me. So I really need a bigger directional antenna or longer directional antenna. And that's my next step. But that costs money. The one I'm looking at is about $179. And right now, I just don't have the money for to put into that. So I'm gonna wait on that. Yeah, because that's the problem. Is not, even though I'm only 15 miles away, is the I'm in a valley. So, and I have a bunch of trees in front of me, so that really limits my. Now, right now, the leaves are falling. They're almost gone. My channels are stronger now in the wintertime because there's no leaves on the trees, so I get more signal now in the winter. In the summertime, once all the leaves come out, this whole side of the sky is covered with the trees and the leaves. I lose more signal. So I need something with I need a direction antenna with more gain. Yeah. So yeah, and that was on New Year's Eve. But I need something like the one I'm looking at is the Televis. It's about $179, but I'm not gonna get it anytime soon. I'm gonna wait for that. A couple of things I'm looking into, and I'm always looking on Craigslist. See if somebody's wants to donate one of even the old Radio Shack, even the old Radio Shack. A whole bunch of elements, the big ones. If I can put it pointing that way, something like that, that would. Because the problem is the omnidirectional is not strong. It doesn't have enough gain. It's just not strong enough. So trust me, I tried. And plus, I run 75 feet of coax into the basement. That's signal loss right there too. Even though I have an amplifier, it's still signal loss. So that's another thing. But yeah. So I keep trying, it's more of a hobby thing do I really need to watch those channels? No, I could care less about them. A lot of them you can watch them online. A lot of them you can, stream. They can stream. It's just, like the challenge, I want to see how many I can get. So, and I have more than one antenna. I have three. I have one, two, three. I have four antennas, different direction, and I'll combine them. That's how I get all those channels, and I combine them. I have one direction that goes away. That direction, yeah, this is direction. It's a small one. I got one going with one going. I pick up a little here and there, but I try, experimenting. But I'm gonna get rid of all of them. I just want to get one good one. I'm gonna look into that because Antenna Man, I watch his videos, and the one he recommends is that Televis. It has a built-in amplifier too, and is a directional antenna, but it's $179. It's not cheap. Yeah, I seen. Let me go down here quickly and then So Tesla, they say reception will be improved. I hope so, 3.0. But anyway, I don't have any box or device that does 3.0 right now, so I'm not rushing to get any of that either. So I'm not rushing to get any of that. My TVs, none of them have it, and I don't have like the. I think there's like one or two devices that have it now, but they're not cheap. They're kind of expensive. I think one of them is an HD home run, the newest one. I can't do that. I don't have any of that. I don't really care to even buy them in the future, you know. So yeah, so I don't have a radio. Okay, and we went over that. Okay. Tasso, so plus you really have a quiet noise environment, which is challenging. Yeah, but I had to work on that. When I got back into this hobby, like I said, I live now. I've been in this house for 10 years. I know where the spots are in my house where I can listen to this, I can listen to that. It takes time to really. That's why I tell people, don't give up on the hobby. Sometimes you gotta find. Sometimes it's one spot in the house or apartment, one spot in the house or apartment that you might be able to do, or you're listening. And depending on what band, that may be the only spot you might be able to do. For me, is the best spot in the house is the boiler room. It's the basement, the boiler room. That's the best spot that I can listen to medium wave and even shortwave. Not FM. A lot of, but I'm talking about like medium wave and even long wave. This and that's it. There's nothing you can do about it. The room in front of the house over here, the small room. Originally, I was gonna move. This shack was gonna be in there. It would have been a lot more crowded. It's a smaller room, but the noise in the front of the house, the RF is too much. So this is the only room I could do it on. Of course, and my brother sleeps next door. He's in the room next door, and that's it. It's not unless I go to the garage, which the garage still needs a lot of work. Yeah, and that's the other thing. That's why I'm not excited about it because I know that he talked about it. I'm telling man that they want to do they might do a subscription based type thing if you want, like for example, they have like CBS TV, right? They have like I think 5 sub channels now. So what they want to do with the 3.0 is that they'll give you by law they have to give you one free, the main one, the WCBS whatever in New York City, let's say. But the other two they might do what they call a subscription base. So that's like cable. I'm not doing that. When they go to subscription base, I'm not gonna do that. I cut the cord years ago. I cut the cord over 10 years ago. Why would I want over the air TV to be subscription based or whatever? I'm not, that's when I'm gonna cut them off too. I'll just keep, I'll just watch the free channel. And I don't watch it often. I really don't watch TV over the air TV that often anymore. I don't. I watch a lot of streaming content way more than over the air TV. It's not even close. It's like 90% of my watching is going to be streaming. 90%. 10% over the air. Something might be over the air. Yeah, exactly. It's just greed. It's just another way to gouge, to make money off of you. Because that's why I know Tyler said that the 3.01 they want to do some kind of subscription based type thing. It's gonna happen. They're gonna do something like that. Yeah. Maverick DX, thank you very much. You should do one for the SH data 109 compared to. I thought about doing comparison, but it's just I don't know. It's just time. For me, it's time. Sit down and do one radio. Because you're always gonna have a few people that are gonna say, "Well, that's not a real scientific." I don't know. For a long time I thought about doing those. Just have 2 radios and compare them. But once I started reading other people's comments on other channels about it's not scientific, I said, I want to. I could do it one day. I thought about that many times. Compare, for example, this radio, the D109 to the D808, put them side by side. There's other channels that do that. I thought about that. Maybe I'll visit that one day. You know, maybe I will. Tassel. Oh, that's a bummer. Hopefully a bigger. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I remember the channel scan you did on live stream on New Year's Eve. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was good that you scanned the TV because the new channels coming. Yeah, you have to scan every so often because they rename channels or they move them around. Yeah, because I did a scan the other day and I was like, wow, I went up to 90 channels. I'm on this TV, the one in the basement. The other one, the Roku, I guess that receiver is not as sensitive. That one I could only get 68 or something like that, 68. Sometimes not even that. Sometimes it's 64, 65. And you know, so it's also the receiver, because the Vizio, the original receiver for the Vizio went dead. It went dead a long time ago, years ago. So I use an external box for that one. And that's the box that Tyler recommended. I forgot what brand is it. I think it's View TV. View TV, is it? So he recommended that box. So that box you saw on New Year's Eve, it was up there. It was in the 80s, I remember. But this time around, it was 90 channels. It's a very sensitive box. So I could only imagine if I have a better antenna or more cleaner line of sight, I could probably get close to with because especially on the back end, because your antenna, even though it's directional, you can still get signals from the back end, like reflective signal, whatever you call it. And I know I have a couple of them over here in New Jersey. I have a few of them up there in Poughkeepsie, even Connecticut. I might even pick up a couple of Connecticut stations. So I could see with a real good antenna, I could see myself getting 100 channels. I think I can. Just to see 100 channels on my scan. I want to go for that number. So let me stand up because it's 2 hours and 7 minutes. I'm gonna stand up now because I've been sitting here for 2 hours now. So let me put this bottle over here. Gonna stand up. Let's see, stand up. We'll move this chair out of the way. And thank you, Flexi Spot, for this desk. I'm gonna mention them once in a while. I don't have to, I'm not obligated to, but I just thank them for this standing desk. For sending me this beautiful standing desk. Especially lately. My ankle's been I feel like my ankles are swelling up again. That's why it's good to have a standing desk. You can stand up every so often and stretch. It's good not, especially as you get older, it's not good to sit down long periods of time. It's actually not healthy, especially people that especially if you be on a long flight. Imagine flying from New York to I don't know, India. How long those flights are? They're like it's like a whole day, right? Oh my God! So even though they do stopovers, yeah. As you get older, it's actually it's not good for you to sit down a lot because your circulation and all that. Actually, even blood clots. There's something called DVT, which is my brother. They had to do a procedure on his left leg because they found a clot in his leg. Because that can lead to heart attack or stroke or what they call a pulmonary embolism. That's more the one that it happens. So as you get older, sitting down is not a good thing. You have to stretch and get up and do all that. But if you're sitting on a recliner all day, that's the worst thing you can do. So that's why I made it my business. I said, when if I was ready to buy one, but they reached out to me. It was like a coincidence. And they said, we're going to send you this if you make a video on it. And I said, absolutely. So thank you for that, Flexi Spot. And it's on sale now, actually. I think they're having a Black Friday sale. I think this desk right here, $399 now. Originally it was $699. Then they dropped it down to $599. Now it's $399, I believe. And this is a 55-inch solid wood. And it's going to hold up to 330 pounds. Very strong. So yeah, I saw the other day they have it. It's on sale for Black Friday. So let me go here. Yeah, James Farley, do you remember that gizmo that you plug? I saw years ago when I lived in the Bronx. They had one that you plug it into the wall and it uses, I guess, the wiring as an antenna. Then they have another one that you plug it in. That's the one I used years ago. There's one that you plug in, and it has I guess it has an ultrasound. It gets rid of the bugs. I guess the rodents and the bugs. I guess it emits an ultra low frequency. And I believe it or not, that worked for me. And I was in the Bronx and I had the basement. And I rarely had roaches in the basement, mice or anything. They used to go to the first floor or the second floor. I didn't have them in the basement because I had the thing plugged in. And it actually worked. You know, it takes a while though. Once you plug it in, it takes it takes time. It takes like a few weeks to a month or so, a couple of months. And all of a sudden you stop seeing them. You just stop seeing them completely. And I guess it's not, I guess it, you know, when it missed that. So I had that. I don't even need it. Knock on wood. But over here in Yonkers, in this house is fairly clean. You know, like we don't have roaches. We don't have. Now my neighbors around me, they have problems with rats and all that. Not here. Because when I put out the garbage, I put it in a container. I don't leave it out there because we have also raccoons here. We have skunks here that can go through the garbage. We have all that. So my garbage is always covered when I put it outside. But yeah, I know New York City, forget it. But when I lived over here in the Bronx, I didn't have that problem. It wasn't even that bad. Yeah, I know the subway. Oh my God. I used to work I used to work in the subway yards. I used to walk on top of them sometimes on the subway yard. Sometimes I'll be walking and they run right across my feet. Ooh. And big ones. They're like big. They're like the size of cats. Big ones. Oh my God. But that thing, when I plugged it into the wall, it really worked. All of a sudden, I didn't see any more, less roaches. I have it in a drawer somewhere. I have to bring it. I mean, let me see on my product review channel, because I have my product review channel. Maybe I should review that over there, but I don't use it here anymore. I don't need to use it. But you know, some people say it don't really work, but it did work for me when I lived over there. I needed it over there. Over here, I don't need it, so that's why I didn't use it again. I don't need it here. But I know I remember they had some gimmicky for the TV antenna. You plug it into the wall. But and then for shortwave, I remember the ground. When I did that video, it was with this one. So this is the ground wire kit. I did a video on this about 5 years ago. So this you plug it into the. But this is the ground. But this, you know, you got to be careful because you got to make sure that the outlet is grounded. That outlet that you plug into this is grounded. So you need to test that outlet before you even do this. Because this ground plug, let me check it out the back. I'll show you. Because I don't really want to promote this anymore. I only did it for that video, and then I come because I got some people. Oh, you should not do that. That's dangerous. I don't use it anyway, but I'll show you. See, this wire is only connected to this one. So let me make that clear first. This wire is only connected to this one, not these two. It's just these two need to, because it needs to hold it while it's in there. This wire is connected to this wire. This is a ground wire. Okay, and then you have several attachments. It comes with several ones. They have the alligator clip one. Say you connect it. I'll show you. The video's a few years old now. It's like 5 years old at least. Probably 6 years old now. So this one connects here. So this is for alligator clip. This one is for older radio, like, tube radio. So the ground portion of the tube radio, you put this in. Plug it here. See? And then you have this one. Just otherwise tin with soldering. And you have this one. So you have 3 different ways to connect the ground. Because remember, it's a green wire, right? They're supposed to ground. This ground goes to your whatever your radio, you're gonna the ground. But before you do this, I don't know if they're still selling it on eBay. You have to test your outlet. You get one of these. You buy one of these. You have to test your outlet, right? Okay, hold on. Because you got to make sure your outlet is grounded. Otherwise, that becomes live. You don't want to do that. So before you even plug that into the thing, your outlet has to be grounded. Okay, come on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, this is annoying. It's time to get a new camera. I think this camera is just too freaking slow, man. Let me try it again one more time. Here we go. 1, 2. I'm gonna be like those brothers, whatever. 3, 2. There you go. So the one that's grounded, it has to light up ground. Which one is ground? I have it upside down. No one I can't read it. It's upside down. So it has to be correct. And 2 yellows, that means it's perfect. The outlet. Okay? If the outlet is perfect, then you can use something like this. I see people, you just stick a wire at the screw terminal. I mean the screw part of the fixture. Also, this guy. I did it with this one. I did it with portables, and you saw the results. So somebody posted that is actually using the wiring as the antenna, the household wiring. It could have been that too, but I did it. And I used this radio for an example. I remember using it with this radio. I used this radio on the PL990. I used this radio for the demo. The video, if you search for it, just put AC ground. If you put AC ground wire kit, I'll post it in a few minutes. I'm gonna go look for the video. But AC ground wire kit, I did it with this radio and the PL990. I remember doing the demonstration, and you saw the results. The signal went much better with this than without this. It worked, and I did it with portable. This is more made for these types of radio, tube radios. That they have a ground connection in the back, but I did it with this one. So I clipped the wire. One went to the window, and then the other one went ground to the outlet. And I did it. When I made a note of it, you got to be careful. You cannot do it unless the outlet is properly grounded. Otherwise, this becomes live, and you're gonna cook you get hurt. So of course, I got some hate for that. People are like, "Oh, how dare you promote the product like this? This guy should not be a ham. This guy should not be selling this stuff." But it worked. You know, I got a lot of hate for that. I'm gonna leave it here so you could, later on you can pause it during the replay. So I don't know if he still sells it on eBay. And I did a demo and I did a video on it, and it worked. It worked. It worked well. But I don't use it. I don't use that. I don't really use it. I bought it because I wanted to make I bought it. I tried it. It works okay. I tried it. I tried it with I don't really need it. So I got some hate for this boy. I just buy the minute I put some stupid card, blocked it, whatever, because it was just ridiculous. But some people really hurt you. How could you, And I made a note. I said, listen, before you do this, you make sure the outlet is grounded. Number one, I'm not responsible for this and this and this. I made it clear. I think I paid like $20, I forgot what it was, $25. I forgot what it was. I wonder if he's still selling it. So James Farley, when you asked me about so that's one person wrote that basically this became I guess the wiring from the house became a shortwave antenna. And that's the reason why that happened. I was like, I don't know, but whatever it was, it worked. The signal was like an S2, S3. With this, it went all like S20, plus. It lit up the it was not even close. You can hear the difference with this and without this. So this is for shortwave. And it worked, it worked. I should do a demo on it again. Maybe in the basement, I could do a demo on that one. But this time, use one of these radios. Use an older radio. Or a tabletop. Maybe I could use because they have ground connections. These, even the 750. The 750, maybe I could use it and do a demo on that one. A new and improved demo, 2024, 2023, 20. But I'm going to demonstrate. I got to plug this in first. Because there is a couple of outlets in my house that are not grounded. And that was because whoever worked on it before didn't properly wire them. Didn't. So make sure you have this. Okay. This way. The same thing with the humming issue. When I had in the basement, when I had the disc home connected to it, I was getting that hum. And then let me show you. When I was getting that hum issue in the basement, remember that? I used this. I used this one. Remember this? Remember this? The one I had in the basement. So that this gonna switch. Let me point it over here. Right now it's disconnected because this one is in the front. I don't get as much now, but sometimes I'll get the hum. It's once in a while, but not as bad as it used to be. And I think it's because of but it still comes in sometimes. So what I did in the basement, remember, I took the screw from here, and this is what I did. I'll show you what I did. This is the wire that I made. Let me show you the wire. Remember the video that to get rid of the annoying hum? This is the wire that I made. So one end is going to that. I take one of those screws out, I put it there, right? Then this end was clipped onto this outlet right here. Because this outlet has these. It has these, for, cable, for in and out, in and out, in and out. It has that. Because this is what they call a power conditioner. It's not only a power strip, it's called a power conditioner. So when this made contact with this, like I clipped it like that. When it made contact with this, the humming went away. It went away completely. It was almost gone. Well, not completely. It was like gone, almost gone. It was just, And I think it's because the outlet, the one near the base, the one that's near the one of the outlets is not grounded. It's not properly wired. That's why I was getting that crazy hum. And this, some people call it ground loop or whatever. It went away just with a simple little. So this, I bought this a long time ago, like over 25 years old. I bought this a long time ago. Let me see what Century Power. I think that's the brand. Power Century. I bought this a long time ago, but I could, and I also tried it with I had pigtail wires. I connected the disc cone to here and then in and then out the other way. That worked too, but I didn't want to waste extra wires, so I just did the shortcut. I did it with this. And it worked. So you could do that too. I could have ran this through here and then like the in one and then out through this one. But of course you need adapters. And I did the same thing. That got rid of the hum. So this is called a power conditioner. I'm not an expert. I know this. I'm just saying I'm gonna tell you what worked and what didn't work. But this is one of the things that. So I'm gonna put this one here now. I'm gonna get rid of that one. I have another. I'm gonna try this one and I'm gonna use this one again. But this one, when we talk about minimizing noise, even something like this, instead of using a cheap power supply, some of them, whatever, especially the ones with the USB connectors and all that. Some of them are noisy. I have one that has USB connectors. It's a newer one. That one, when I plug it in, that one just makes noise. It's too noisy. So this is an older one. This is a more expensive one. This one even had the phone lines. You could put phone lines in it. So this is an older one. You're gonna put it, see? So you can put one phone line in and two out. So this cleans up. And it's not running voltage yet. What it does, it cleans up the let's say radio frequency and all that, noise and all that. But it works. These things work. So this is a power conditioner. Power strip, but there's also a power conditioner. This thing, and you got two of them in there. You got in and out for two different ones, for two, in and out, and in and out. So this, believe it or not, got rid of the hum in the basement. This one. So I had to find. I was buried in the back of the pile. I cleaned it up. I'm gonna use this one here, but this works. Sometimes you buy these cheap power supplies. These cheap, like the ones you buy in Walmart. They're 6 outlet. They're cheap, especially the ones with the USB connectors. Sometimes those are noisy as hell. I tried a couple of them, and I'm telling you from practical experience and all that, and trying different things. That one, the one I just showed you, that one is pretty good. But sometimes you got to check your outlet. Your outlet maybe your outlet's not grounded properly. That could be causing the hum. It could be a lot. There's so many things. That's why when you mentioned about the, I brought my noise floor down. I had to do everything. Even light bulbs. I have LED light bulbs, but these are very low power LED light bulbs. Because there's certain types of LED light bulbs that are noisier than others. What's the original ones? The original ones, the ones that are like curly, the old LED, whatever they call. No, the ones that I had were really noisy. I had to get rid of those. I put more newer ones. You know, it's a lot of things you gotta do. So CFL. So those, when I had those CFLs, I had them all over the basement in the beginning when I first started the channel. Noisy. I saw as soon as I started replacing the CFLs, I noticed it right away. The noise started. I was getting more. I was getting more cleaner signals, and the noise floor started dropping. CFL. I have a few of them. I have them in the boiler room, but I just have them in a. I put them in one lamp that I rarely use. I only use that lamp when I shoot a video in the basement. That's it. And they never come on for anything else because they're noisy as hell. The ones that I have, they're noisy. I had them for a long time. They haven't. I had them for like over 10 years. Some of them. But as soon as they were, and I even had them inside the room, the shack. As soon as I replaced them with newer LED light bulbs, and you know, yeah, that too. Sometimes you got to walk around with the radio, and like a Geiger counter. You got to walk around areas. Okay, like looking for radioactive material. You got to be walking around like, yeah. That's the next thing I need to. I need to go. I need to go outside with the radio, but it's been better. I think since they added the new transformers, I noticed it's a lot better. But right now, Saturday afternoon at 4:32 in the afternoon, right now they're welding right here. I'm gonna get noise in a lot of bands, even the FM band, because they're doing some serious welding there. When they do welding there, that's 220 volt welding machines and all that. That thing just you can hear it through the radio. So let me go here. Tasso, in 10 minutes, latest video show him picking up a channel with coax hooked up to a beer can. Yeah. I didn't see the video. I just I saw I saw the thumbnail and all that, but I haven't seen the video. I haven't sat down. I need to watch it, but yeah, I mean, if you live in the middle, like New York City, if I live in the middle of New York City, you can pick it up with a paper clip. You can pick it. You can put channels. You can put a paper clip. You stick a paper clip in there. You can pick up a couple of channels. You know. Yeah, it's a shame they're encrypting all the channels with ATSC 3.0 with DRM. Yeah, well, we'll see if they. I know he mentioned it, but I wonder that too. It's like everything's gonna be like that. They want to make. Remember how Hulu started, and remember Hulu used to be free when it first came out. Then they got a whole bunch of people downloading, using Hulu on the website. And then one day they say, "Oh, okay, now we're gonna charge you." That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna try to get you hooked on the free stuff first, and then they're gonna. But me, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm happy with, To me, it's more like curbing your behavior. Like, do I really need 300-400 channels to watch? No, I don't need. I have maybe under 10 channels that I watch a lot. And out of the 10 channels, there's about a good 5 of them that I watch a lot more, and that's it. I don't need 300 channels. Between over the air and streaming, I have all the channels I will ever need. And I can't see myself paying for. I know a couple of people. That have everything. They have Slingbox. They're paying like hundreds of dollars a month. They have cable with all the channels. Then they have like Slingbox. Then they have like YouTube TV. Then they have like Hulu TV, and they don't. They of course they have to realize that it's their pocket. They're paying a few $100s a month just to watch stuff. I just can't see that. Yeah. Tasso OTA it should not be encrypted. They just want your box to be converted to it's already exactly. Greedy corporations that want to make it difficult, retransmission fees, My RDX, I get comments like that too. I had one of my latest Q&A saying that I distorted the results of the temperatures. What? How you distorted the results of the temperatures? And like I said, you was gonna have that one or two. You was gonna have that one idiot, nothing better to say, and they're gonna, distort the temperature. I do know that the G90, when my, because when my wife bought it, that was my Christmas gift a couple of years ago. I told her, I said, I'm gonna need the fan too, because I know the G90 gets hot. Without that fan, it gets really hot. You need the fan for the G90, and the fan is not cheap. It's like $50. It's a whole cradle you put underneath the G90, and it has a regular computer fan, and it has the feet. That's $50. So that's already $50 for that, just for the fan. And then the G90, you need the little the interface to do FTA. You need the interface. That's another $50, I believe, 60. So that's over $100 right there, and just those two things. But you need it. You need the fan. They do get hot. But I don't know what he means by distorted. Why? It's like exact temperature setting. What is that? That's ridiculous. Tasso, I seen of those. Oh yeah, I can't think of the name right now. No, in New York City too. Like you get there's raccoons there. I seen when I worked on the rail yards, I seen raccoons. I even seen skunks in the rail yard. I seen skunks. Over here in Yonkers, I seen possums too. Even possums, I seen them here. I have not seen a coyote. I know we had coyote sightings here in Westchester County, but I have not seen a coyote yet. So, not that. Or black bears. I have not seen black bears either. Yeah. New York City is especially in the subway. They even here down the block, because some people put their garbage in bags and just leave it out there in bags. And then we have stray cats that rip through the bags, and the food is all over the sidewalk. And we have it here. The Yonkers is just like any other borough in the New York City. It's like remember Yonkers at one time was going to be the sixth borough. Many years ago, they were talking about the sixth borough of New York City, but Yonkers separated from New York City, and I forgot what year. It's in the 20s, I guess. I forgot when that happened. When they incorporated, Yonkers incorporated this. Anyway, it's a long time ago. So many, long before I was born. But it's a small city here too. You see it here too. I see rats down the block. When I walk down, there's rats all down there. It's just not around my house because I keep this area clean. I don't leave there. When I put the trash bag out there in the container, I put the lid on the container. There's no way they can get inside that container. No way. It's just a lot of people throw trash bags out there with no container. That's why they keep feeding them. Yeah. Pizza rat. Oh my God, I don't remember pizza rat. James Farley tested on the D109 WB for kicks. You mean the AC? Nah, I ain't gonna do that. That thing overloads even with a piece of wire. There's a piece of wire like this that overload the D109. It'll probably blow up. Tasso, yes, try pulling an AM radio near one when it's on you. Yeah. Walk around the neighborhood looking for RF. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a video on that soon. Just take the radio outside, but not the D109. That's just too sensitive. I can't take that. I need something more. That I will use. Maybe the D808. because that's something I will use anyway. I don't when I'm serious about listening. When my go-to radio, I'll use the D808. So that's the one I'm gonna. When I'm really serious about DXing, I'm not gonna use the D1. I'm gonna use the D808. That's the one I'm gonna use. I'm not gonna use a D109 for that. The D109 right now, I use it for like I'm in the boiler room. I want to listen to. I'll use that one. Weather band. I'll use that one. But my go-to radio is the D808. Out of the small portables, all of them, D808. D808. It's not even close. Exactly. How much TV? Yeah, exactly. How much TV can you actually watch? Exactly. That's why I don't understand that. And I was guilty of that many years ago when I was young. I wanted to buy, pay for this cable package and get 100 channels, and you realize that you're just throwing money away. YouTube alone, yeah, exactly. Even YouTube alone has so much content that I can watch. They have movies. They have free movies. There's a lot of free movies that have. Even YouTube has free movies with ads, though. You guys see that. I seen. I recently I saw about 3 or 4 movies on YouTube. Free movies with ads. I saw them. Just on my TV. I'm in my room downstairs, and with the remote on my 55-inch screen, I'll watch a free movie. Two Broke Tim, YouTube blocks videos when you have an ad blocker. Yeah. Well, I don't have ad blockers. I don't use ad blockers. I don't have for obvious reasons. I want people to see these ads. That's how I make my money. And whatever little money I make is through the ads. Ads and any super chat or whatever. That's it. That's so right now my channel, I'm averaging what is it? It went up this month because I got a few more views this month. Averaging and it was down from I'm gonna say this month $28, 27, 20, something like that. Without any super chat. Just the clicks. Just clicking. So YouTube doesn't pay you until you get $100. So I'm not making thousands of dollars a month. People don't think that. I'm not even making $100 a month. Just on now the super chat, they put that with the then but the just clicks alone, because I'm averaging, on a good day, I may get 400. I got as much as 1,000 views in one day. A couple of times I get one. Most of the time it's 200 something. Sometimes I go below 200. If I don't upload a video for like a few days to a week, it'll start going on like 170. Oh my God! Why I click this? Oh my God! Okay, I don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm not making. Even though I have 2,000 subscribers, I'm not making nothing. But it's something. It's enough that in a couple of months, I get the $100 threshold. I get $100, whatever 100, enough to buy something. Right now, I'm gonna have to. Maybe I'm thinking about getting a new camera. It's not much. It's not much. Not much. But it's something. It's something. The super chat. Sometimes somebody will give me a nice donation. Sometimes I get like $10 donations. Sometimes, so the adds to that. That's fine. Things like that. I got the membership thing, but so far nobody has signed up for the membership thing, but that's okay. Because I'm thinking about doing the membership videos too soon. I just want to see I have one in mind already. I'm thinking about doing. And, that's just for that. But that's about it. But, YouTube doesn't, But yeah, I don't use ad blockers because, and I do that when I watch other channels. I don't use ad blockers because you know what? I support what they do. They put their time into making a video. You know why? I don't want to. You know why? Why would I want to do that? You know, I just if anything, just skip the ad. You can skip the ad. That's fine. Sometimes if it's a short ad, like sometimes they have like this 15, 20-second ads, I'll let it play sometimes just to give them a little credit. I do that. I do that sometimes, depending on what channel I watch. Sometimes I'll let now there's some ads that are like minutes long. No, I'm not gonna sit down and watch all that. I'll skip that ad. But sometimes you get an ad that's like 20-second ad. I'll let it play sometimes. And I'm only doing it because you know what? I hope sometimes they do that to me. And give me credit for a little something, you know. It helps, with the overall, what they call the there's a whole bunch of numbers behind that. I don't expect people to see all my ads, but at least the ones that are like 15-second long, let it play. Let it play for whatever. And then the next ad, you skip that one. But sometimes they don't give you a choice. Sometimes they give you one ad that's like 3 minutes long, then the other. I seen some ads that they come on. I saw one ad, it was like over an hour. He said an hour. It was about to play for an hour. I said, I'm not gonna click that. Sometimes some crazy ads that are over an hour. I don't know. You guys tell me, what's the longest ad you've seen that you skipped? I think for me it was over an hour. I saw one that was like an hour, and I skipped it. But if you get an ad like 15 seconds, there's some real short ads. Sometimes depending on who I'm watching, I don't skip it. I let it play because you know what? I want to support the person. I help them out. So that's why I don't use ad block. I used to use ad blockers a lot before I got into YouTube, but I don't use them anymore because sometimes I want to see the ad. I want to see the banner. Or sometimes I want to see a certain banner. But especially now with the YouTube ad, I don't. So James Farley, once I had an ad on Jill's that went 30 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I saw one for 1 hour. I remember it was 1 hour and change. I was in my living room watching YouTube, and it was an ad. It said, I swear to God, I looked at it. I saw the time, they put the time thing on the top. He said 1 hour. I said, I'm not gonna sit here and watch 1 hour. But of course they give they allow you to skip it after a few seconds. But I was like, wow, who the hell wants to sit and watch this ad for 1 hour? Unless you went to make a sandwich or something and you forgot, and the ad starts playing. Because sometimes that happens. Sometimes like I'll be watching something and I get distracted. I'm on the phone or something. I go, whatever, go use the restroom, whatever. And then I come back and there's an ad that's playing for, it's already 5 minutes in the ad. I'm like, oh my God, I'm hooking up this person. But it's a video. It's not, because the ad that I saw, I think it was a course. The guy was doing a presentation and all that. It wasn't even like an ad, like a regular ad. It was a video. It was actually a video as an ad. It was I think it was a conference somewhere. It was a speaker. It was somebody talking to an audience. And I saw the timer. I'm like, oh my God, this is an hour and change? I say, who was much? So they got different types. They got ads that are over an hour. I've seen those. I didn't not literally sit, but I noticed them. I noticed ads like that, like 30-minute ad or 25-minute ad or infomercial, because that's like an infomercial. At that point, you're an infomercial. Yeah. Hello, Jim Gordon. Weather has been bad today, so I cannot take the radio for a walk. However, I've been receiving Radio New Zealand on 13755 around 9 hours UTC indoors with a weak signal. Cool. Married the answer I gave to that person that I use fans for both the G90 and the X6100 as a precaution. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. To improve the lifespan. Because exactly. He can kill components over time. Exactly. The fun. Exactly. Even the G90, I believe you don't have to have it. You can still use it without a fan, but you got to monitor it. But me, peace of mind, I want the fan running all the time. I don't care. I want it running all the time. I'm not gonna skimp on that. An extra $50, so I can make sure that my radio can last a long time. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Just if I didn't, or otherwise I would have built one. I would have built a stand frame, put the fan there or something. You know what I mean? But I agree. I would still, as a precaution, I would still run a fan. You know, like what you said with not the G90, the X6100. You say you use a USB fan. You know, that's what I would have done. I would have done the same thing. I still would have put a fan on it as a precaution. Anyway, you know, I'm like you. I would be more proactive. The minute I know that it gets too hot, you know, then like my power supply. It does get warm, but not hot. If I notice my power supply, I would put a fan on my power supply too, just to keep it from. But you know, yeah. So I agree. It's not a must-have, but it's a good idea. I agree. Tasso, at least back then you had better quality shows like the History Channel, which exactly. I know when we had cable, I know History Channel was actually history. Now everything is just junk. Reality crap. Fake reality crap. Jim Gordon, I too think that the D808 is one of the best radios of recent years. It is outstanding value for the money. Exactly. Yeah. It's actually stealing money from both, not only the creator, but even YouTube itself. Remember, YouTube, we get to stream for free, but YouTube is paying for all the servers that actually store your videos in. You know, they're paying provider, and whoever they're just maintaining the internet. You know, the connectivity, everything. They're not paying you. You know, like if you go to Vimeo and you want to upload videos on Vimeo, you have to pay a monthly fee. YouTube is free. All they ask for me in return is let them they can put ads. Actually, they don't even ask me; they do it anyway. But then YouTube is not charging me to. If YouTube were to charge me to run this channel, I wouldn't have a channel because I'm not gonna do that. I just can't afford it. That Vimeo does that. I know Vimeo. Vimeo's old. Vimeo was supposed to be the YouTube killer years ago, and then they went into that model where they want to charge people to upload content. You know, I had a Vimeo account, and I never used it because I'm not paying to upload. I'm not paying to upload content. I can't do that. I don't have, especially when I'm not making anything. No. So yeah, it does take away from not only the creator, but it's also taking money away from YouTube, and it's also taking the money away from the advertisers that pay, because that's how YouTube make their money. So for example, this company, whatever, Gillette, let's just say Gillette, shaving Gillette. Gillette is paying YouTube to display the ad on YouTube videos. So the ad blocker is not only stealing money from YouTube. I mean, not only for the creator, but it's also YouTube is losing money on it because the Gillette is not getting that view. They're not getting that banner view. That view is getting blocked. So it's hurting everybody. It's hurting the advertiser. It's hurting me as a creator. So because and people don't understand that when you pay for hosting, then you understand what I'm talking about. Have you ever hosted your own website and you had to pay for the web hosting? You understand how expensive it is to pay for hosting. Especially back in the days, it was more expensive. Now it's not. Now you can get web hosting for free with a lot of bandwidth now. Back then, it wasn't like that. With your own domain name now, you get all these scripts, all these programs. You can get basically your own server for free now. Back then, it wasn't like that. Back then, you had to pay for every little use of bandwidth. So if I was this channel that I have now, it's not even a big channel. It's only 2,000 subscribers. It's not that many views. If I were to host this channel on a server and I'm paying for that server, the bandwidth that this channel is already taking, I would be paying hundreds of dollars a month, if not thousands. Just the bandwidth alone. Just the traffic. The traffic from when people watch a video. And plus, that server better be fast to keep up with all that. So you need a good server. So already a server is going to cost you a lot more money. It's just expensive. It's very expensive. So unless you've done that in the past, you worked on you worked on servers, you hosted sites on servers. People don't understand that all that stuff costs money. So YouTube is paying a lot of money to host all of this, all these servers. And they have not probably billion servers. Billion, at least I'm gonna say definitely millions and millions of servers they have that makes this possible. So that's why I don't like ad blockers. Because I know that side that you need, if try to we're in 2023, try to do a live stream, and even the technology wasn't there 25 years ago to do a live stream. There was a couple of channels, there was a couple of websites in the early 2000s. Like there was one called Stick'em. I don't know if you remember Stick'em, that you could host a live stream there, but it was expensive. The free account, you only got you didn't get that much streaming time. If you wanted to stream to a bigger audience, you had to pay. And then YouTube finally started doing streaming. I think when YouTube first came out, they didn't even have live streaming. It was just uploading videos. And then they were the first ones to do, I think, all free live streaming. But it's expensive. That's how they make their money, is the ads. They make money on ads. So, I'm not gonna bite the hand that feed me by putting ad blockers when I have a channel. That's counterproductive. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, the ad blockers are ruining for some. Let me go here. Yeah. Tasso, today's all about reality TV shows. At least you have more quality content. Yeah, exactly. Now, yeah. Just the Roku TV alone has streaming channels. My Roku TV, when I have my over-the-air connected, when I do scan, it scans the over-the-air channels, but also it already has a few hundred, a couple of hundred. I forgot what it is. Maybe 200-300. Oh yeah, it has more than that because it has audio channels. It has music channels. I forgot. So there's a few hundred streaming channels. It's like Pluto. It looks like Pluto. It has the same. Like Pluto is free. It has a lot of channels too. So Roku has their own. And a lot of those stations that you can find them on both. Like if you go to Pluto TV, if you go to Roku TV, if you go to Airy TV, there's some stations that are going to be, you're going to find them in everything. Like Newsmax, you're going to see them on everything. Some of those channels, you're going to see them on a few. Stadium TV, you're going to see that one a lot on a lot of free TV stream channels. So some channels you're going to see them free on a bunch of places. There's a whole bunch of them. And you can find them on YouTube too. All those streaming channels, you can find them on YouTube. They stream on YouTube also. Yeah, well, they have, that's Google. Two Broke Tim. To handle all that bandwidth, YouTube must have not a server. They have it's like a. I don't know if you ever drove by Amazon warehouse. Have you ever drove by a big Amazon warehouse like in Indiana somewhere? They're like that. It's a big mega. It looks like a big mall, big mega, full of servers. And that's not one. They have many of those all over the country. Well, all over the world. Google has them all over the world. So they're like big, mega complex. So if you put them all together, it's probably as big as Manhattan. All those buildings that they have. Data center. They call them data centers. Data center. So they have a lot of data centers all over the world. So, you know, billions of dollars they make every quarter. But you Google. Well, it's Alphabet. The company that owns Google is called Alphabet. And then Google owns YouTube and a whole bunch of other stuff. So Alphabet is the parent company. And I'm an investor of Alphabet. I have a few shares of Alphabet. So I'm investing in this. So that's another thing. I do have shares of Alphabet. So I am an investor of Google. I have between my wife and I, we have not that many. We have I think 15, 20 shares now. I forget how many $1,000 worth. So yeah. Building it slowly but surely. So if Google does well, my stock does well. Yeah. Let me see over here. Tasso, now you have less time for the show because rush to commercial. Cable should never have commercial. Yeah, cable even cable has commercials. It's like the genie in the bottle. Once you open up that, you can't put the genie back in the bottle. I mean, any way you can make money, they're gonna make money. That's it. You know. Yeah, James Foley. I once had an ad on Jill's channel that went 30 minutes. Yeah. Hello, Keegan DXer. Northwest Arkansas, 63 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny. All right, it's 48 degrees Fahrenheit. It's windy today. It's sunny, but it's windy. Kind of windy out there. Let me check something here for a minute. Ooh. Alaska, CQ. I want that one. That's a state. I need that state. Let's see if I get it. ACQ. FT8, 10 meters, Alaska. I need Alaska. I could use a new state. I think that's going to be the hardest one, Alaska and Hawaii. Alaska. Come on, Alaska. All right. Let me I was listening to something and the ad came on and it was 1 hour. Okay. More than actual video. Yeah. It's like an infomercial. I seen ads like that. It's an infomercial. I seen, and that one, it was not local. Sometimes I'll get a local ad. Sometimes I'll get a local ad that's like 10-minute ad, but I skip it. But that's another thing. Ads sometimes are local. Like I live here in Yonkers, so I'll get a lot of Westchester County ads. Like I get Acura from Westchester County, car dealership. I got that one a few times here. I got one like that. So I got some, Yeah. So let me skip here. Yeah. So Keegan. Okay. So I got here. Okay. Robert Osborne, what is your opinion on how? I'm trying to see what word impotent or is a good ground on a shortwave antenna. That's a good question. On portables, you know, you don't use a ground because it's portable on portable on. So for example, my tabletops. Even when I had my wire hooked up to the 730, my 750, you know, satellite 750. The long wire, I had a long wire, 75 feet. I connected sometimes I run a ground. It never really made a difference to me. I wasn't like blown away from it. It never made it. It never really, you know, I never found it to make a difference. You know, and when I did that demonstration with the this kit, I made demonstration. Yeah, it was kind of like what's it dramatic, but it was kind of like you could tell the difference. But you know, some people brought up the fact that it could have been the wiring from the house that it turned it into an antenna, basically. You know, I don't want to. To me, you know, it was never an issue. I never had that issue that I needed a good ground and all that, and I never found it to be something. My thing more is noise. It's just noise. You know, a good ground, it didn't really, you know, and you know, like for example, the end-fed right now, the end-fed, I have it sloper to the 9 to 1 onion over here in my backyard. I have it's not a true ground rod. It's just a copper pipe. It's about maybe 3.5 feet long. I hammered it into the ground and I put one of these connectors on there. Where is it at? It was just a copper pipe, you know, plumbing, one of those copper pipes. And I put this at the end of it, something like this, but not this one. I put something else. It's similar to this. And then I just put the wire in, you know, just, you know, but I don't see the difference. I don't see it's overwhelmingly. You just, to me, it's like, you know, you should do it. I don't know if you, I mean, I actually should do it because I have people tell me I should put a ground thing in by the window, you know, where I have the cables coming. I should do some kind of ground. What do you call that? I think it's a piece of copper. They nail it into the wall or something. I forgot what they call it. It never occurred to me to do that because I hear everything fine. You know, I get good signals. My antenna actually, you know, transmits well. So I never really you know. Okay, I'm not gonna get this guy. Forget it, he's gone. Let me go back down here. Yeah, he's gone. Because I missed it earlier, so he's not gonna. Maybe he'll come back. So Robert Osborne, to me, you know, I don't see it to be a big difference here where I'm at. And the main thing is because of noise. My noise is not that bad. You know, now the humming issue. You know, I still got to figure out what that was was the exact. But I know I tried different things. I tried, like I told you, like I said earlier, I tried using something like this. I had this power strip down there in the basement where I clipped that wire to this switch to here, and I got rid of the hum. You know, it's one of those things. Like when you talk about ground, I know somebody has a good video on that. You got your RF ground or your radio frequency, and then you have your electrical one. That's two different things. So some people get that confused. You know, and I never had issue with that. I never really get to the point where I really gotta have it. I gotta have the thing grounded. I you know, like the MFET, I did ground it. Is it a proper ground with a 8-foot rod? No, I don't have an 8-foot ground rod that I don't have one because you know I use the pipe. I had like a 10-inch pipe, 10-inch piece of pipe. I cut it in about not even, it was like 8 feet long. I cut it in half. I used one piece of pipe all the way over there for that. I put a ground right all the way on that side, and then but that's you know. But I don't see anything. I don't see much of a difference. And like I said, with portables, you can't really, you're not grounding portable radio. It's just already, you know. So yeah, it's not, to me. I don't want to say not. It should be important, but it's here for me. It's not important right now. It's not. It's not because and my shortwave antenna is a loop, so you don't have to ground the loop. You can ground the mass in case of lightning strike. But my loop, for example, my MLA 30 is not grounded because it's a loop. You don't ground the loop antenna. The MFET, I did ground it. Because if I want to ground it, my MFET, I do want to ground it. And I want to ground it just for that reason, not only but in case of a lightning strike. Hopefully, for that, just as electrical ground, but that's it. But in terms of signal, no, I don't think it didn't make anything different. Now the MFET, I'm thinking about adding ground radios. And that's like, long pieces of wire, spread them out to see if maybe I can receive better, things like that. But yeah, I'm not going to get Alaska. He's gone. So 3 hours in and 3 hours and 11 minutes, 10 people watching, 20 likes. So my radius is still waiting for you to get you mean the general license? Now, I had the technician, it's the general. I did QSAs on to the USA on 12 meter, could have been you. No, I only could do 10. Yeah, an FT8. Actually, I'm looking into something new, but I think that's going to be for the membership. I'm looking into something. But yeah, the general. Yeah, general. It's a general. Over here, we have the technician. That's what I have. The next one is the general, and then is the extra, which I probably not ever going to get. I'm not even going to bother with that one. Okay, I don't want that. Let me try this one. Yeah, so the general. I think I'm every time I say it, but anyway, I gotta finish this room. I'm gonna paint tonight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna finish tomorrow, and then I'm done. I think as soon as the new year rolls in, that's gonna be priority number one for me. I want to get it for the new year, for 2024. January is a long month. It's kind of for me after New Year's. It gets kind of. I think I'm going to use January just to study, and then I think by the end of the I'll schedule the test for the end of the month of January, and then we'll see. I got to schedule it. I think once I put the schedule date, that'll motivate me to study for it. So I don't want to wait any longer, but I think I'm gonna. I'm gonna schedule it for the end of January. And what I'll do is, as soon as the new year's over, I'll just even if I may do something online actually, because I know James Farley asked me. Maybe I'll do a couple of practice exams online to see how well I'm doing, so they can make fun of me. But also maybe because I know James Farley said he wants to go over it too, so maybe we can go over it together on a couple of live streams. So maybe I'll do that for January. I'll like dedicate at least an hour of the live stream to practicing on the general. So we could talk about it. You could say, okay, what I'll do is I'll do the test online, the practice test before I'm Yeah, I could do something like that. Make it. I want to make it fun, you know. I want to make it fun, and then that way, we can like compare notes. And I'm also, you know, what I'm doing, I'm actually studying. I'm actually practicing the test. I'm gonna, of course, I'm gonna practice offline, you know, on my own. But I may incorporate that in the live stream for the month of January, and then leading up to when I go take the test. At least make it somewhat. Maybe even review some topics. But I don't have a book on that. Maybe I could order. I like this book. Maybe I'll order the one for. Maybe I'll order the one for the general for this one. And then what I'll do is I'll get the general one because I like this book. This books these are good books. This is the yeah, you see it's like this, but it's the general one, and then it'll be the easy way. All ham, no spam. So they make this. They make it for all three of them. So maybe I'll get this one for the general, and then that way during the last, and then I'll lead up to the end of the month in January, and then I'll because I want to, you know, as a rule of thumb, you should have at least you know, what is it, 70 to pass or whatever it is, 75. But they say a rule of thumb. I know QRZ they have the practice test. They say you should at least consistently have 85 to really feel confident. Me, I want to set the bar high. I did that with the technician. I was getting 90 plus. Boom, boom. A couple of hundreds. I wanted to be really confident with the technician. So I you know, and I wound up getting two wrong. I think I got two wrong. When I took this out, two wrong out of what is it? Two, I forget. Anyways, two wrong. I got two wrong. So I almost aced it. But I want to do the same thing with the general. I want to get at least consistently 85. I passed it. I passed the practice in general, but it's been a few months already. I need to get back into that. And then I want to see if I can when I can start getting 85, 90, 90, 90, 90, then I said I'm good. If I could get 90, like how many times in a row? Like 90 at least 5 or 6 times in a row, then I'm good. Then I'm good. So and that's one thing. Don't be discouraged, people, because I can show you my earlier tests on QRZ if they still have it recorded on my QRZ account. I can show you the first test that I took for the technician. It was like 50, 40 something. It was like horrible. So don't get discouraged. You know, when you first study his test and you see 40, it's fast. You do it every day. Keep practicing. When I started to like week 2, I went from 40s to 70s to 80s, and by the third week I was in a 90, 90, 80 something, 90. By the fourth week I was getting everything was 90s, high 90s, a couple of hundreds. Lowest one I think was 92. I forgot what it was. So I know at first when you first started, you know, I was like, damn, man. And then that's when I went and bought the book. Before that, but I think that's what I'm doing. I think tonight I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna order the general one for this one. So all you people that want to get the technician, the USA, I like this book. Because this book, you know, because some places they teach you to memorize all the question and answer, and even and read the old. Excuse me, my God, man, I need some water. Let me go. I can get by this one. Then I go get water. It's about to freeze actually. This one is they put it in. They don't want you to memorize unnecessary answers because sometimes that confuses people. You just get the question and answer. That's it. You don't need the question and the multiple choice because sometimes the multiple choice throws you off. So the way they explain it is, let me take out my son's bookmark. My son. So I'll show you. I'll give you an example. Let me give you an example over here. So they put in a format like this that you just read it, and it's not a question and answer. You just read it. Very thin. You can read this book in a few days easily. Not much. And then see the answer, they put it in bold. Basically, it's in bold like this. So this, for example, this is about propagation, right? So you read this. This is your answers, the bold stuff. So you're memorizing this stuff. As opposed to you read the question, you have your 4 possible answers, and that just creates more confusion for some people. Some people just want to. I used to do that in college. I used to type my own. When I typed in my study notes, I would just put question like what MyReadyDX does. Q&A. Just write the question, write the answer. Write the question, write the answer. Don't write the multiple choices. Just write the question, write the answer. Memorize those 2. That's it. Question, blah, 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 blah. Answer, blah, 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 blah. That's it. Memorize those 2. That's it. You don't have to memorize the other 3 incorrect answers. This is what this book does. It throws the question and it throws the answer, and that's it. You're not wasting your time trying to eliminate the other ones. You understand? And this works. This works because I used to do that in college. That's how that was one of my study tips in college. When I wrote notes and I was studying for a final, I will retype it on a document like MyReadyDX. You put in a Word document, whatever, text file. Question. I'll give you that question. What is the capital of France? Answer: Paris. That's it. I don't put Paris, London, Montreal, Barcelona. No. Forget. Question, answer. Next one. Question, answer. Just memorize it. Rewrite it. Do it like that, and you'll memorize it faster than going through multiple choice stuff. Because the minute you take the test, you're laser focused. You see the question, you already know the answer. You're not the possible answers. Remember that. Not the possible answers. You already know the question and answer. So you're not gonna waste time. Oh, I don't think it's this one. It might be, if I remember correctly, I think it's this one. No. Memorize that first. That's why I got through college. I did very well in college with that. I graduated magna cum laude. Magna cum laude. I graduated 3.88. 3.88. I was almost 4.0 for the first 2 years. Only one idiot teacher gave me a stupid grade because he was an idiot. Okay, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to studying. Question, answer. That's it. Don't bother with that. Question, A, B, C, and then you circle A, you highlight A, and you leave the other. No. Your mind plays tricks on you. Especially if you type it on a separate document. As you type in it, you're reinforcing what you write, So you have to read the question and type it over here again. So you're reading the question and you're typing the answer over here again. So while you typing it, you're reinforcing the question and answer. That's it. Question and answer. Question number 1. Whatever. Anything. Anything. For example, when Columbus discovered America, question number 1: Columbus discovered. What year did Columbus discover the New World? Right? You're not gonna bother with 1527, 1509, 1492. So remember that question. This answer this. Memorize that. It'll be a lot better. So I don't even bother skimming wrong answers because sometimes they have a way of sneaking back in there and you'll be playing. Oh my God, which one? This one is. I do that question and answer a lot. That's how I do my notes. Question answer. Question answer. That's it. I don't waste my time with the trying to Okay. That's how I rewrite my notes. Question answer. if I was gonna retype it on a text file, question answer. So that's what I'm gonna do with the journal. I think I'm gonna go an extra step. I'm gonna write everything question answer, and then what I'll do is on a live stream I'm gonna go over question blah 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 answer blah blah blah. That's it. And just because I don't want to bother trying to eliminate wrong answers. I don't got time for that. I don't need to. It's not that because it's not that many questions. I believe it's the same amount of questions as the technician, which is 26. I forgot what the number is. Just question answer, question answer. That's it. You know? And that's what this book does. Okay? Everything in bold is your answer. He just writes it in a format where you're reading it. Everything in bold is an answer to a question. Okay? And that's what this book does. It doesn't waste time giving you a question and there's 4 possible answers. And you're going to get confused. No. You get the question, you get the answer. That's it. Memorize it. That's what this book does. And that's why I like this book. So I'm going to get the general book for that, and that's what I'm going to use. And I'll pass it. And they have an extra book like that, too. It's a little thicker, the extra book. And there's a video on it. I know there's a woman, she took it a couple of years ago. And she used the same book, and she got an extra. They have an extra version of that book, too. And hello, TV Radio 1972. Hope you're doing well. I saw your FM band scan. I saw you posted the AM band scan. So I'm going to look into that one tonight. I'm going to sit down and watch that one tonight. I like that radio too, the Sanjian. It's a nice radio. It is kind of like one of the comments say, it is kind of it's like a mirror. It is very glossy, that radio. Very shiny. So it's like really, you have to cut down on the light because it's for very reflective radio. Yeah. So let me go here. Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing. Don't be discouraged when you practice. When you practice, he says, don't be discouraged. I could, I don't want to look it up now. The next live stream, I'll look it up. Because it's not on my, because remember, it's not on my, it's not on my QRZ account with my call sign, the official one. Because before that, before you get your call sign, you could sign up with QRZ to do the practice test. But it's not a amateur radio call. It's not a amateur radio account. It's like just a regular account. So you get some parts of the QRZ on. Once you become licensed, then you get the full-blown QRZ page. So I got to log into that account. I can show you the practice test. In the beginning, they were bad. They were like 45. They were in their 40s. But you jump. You fail that one, you jump back in. You jump back in. And within a couple of days, 70. I started passing. 70. But I wanted to get like a lot. Not a lot. I wanted to at least get 85 consistent because that's what they recommend. Get at least 85 consistent to be able to walk in there and take the test. So I, 85. And I started getting 90s, 92, whatever, 92, not 90s. I think it's 92, 90. And then of course, like on the app, I had the hand prep app. I had a couple of hundreds on it. I said, okay, I'm ready. And hello, Todd Burt. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, Todd Burt. All right. I call you Todd Burt, but is it Todd Ebert? I get confused sometimes. I think it's Todd. It's Todd. I think it's Todd Ebert. I just say Todd Burt. I think everybody says Todd Burt. Todd Herb. Okay, so it's Todd Burt. Yeah. Okay. So I thought I was the only one that was saying it like that. Todd Burt. Okay. But everybody knows. When I say Todd Burt, everybody knows who you are. It's like, yeah, Todd Burt, Mr. So The D109 WB, you have that. I know you have that radio already. I know you have it. I know you. I'm gonna see a review of that radio soon. The D109 WB. Tyler Bird's review of the radio. I know it's coming up. So to me, it's the same radio so far. I was very disappointed on the DX local switch. It's not enough to overcome this. Then again, I live near New York City, so results might vary. I know you live near Chicago. Are you in Chicago? I forgot. So it's probably going to be the same issue. Major city. Yeah, that's what I do. I leave it on DX. That's what I had to do because I didn't see no difference. Yeah, so Toddy Bird. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I know. TV. Yeah, I know the backlit display. I know you mentioned that in the comments. I know that, because that thing is like a mirror. You're doing the band scan. I could see. I saw like your forehead. I saw. I was like, I'm trying to see how you look like. I'm like, I'm really trying. I was like, oh man, okay, I see. He's like, I remember like Two Hands on the Radio. I know he did a review years ago. The reflection, you could see him. I saw it. You can see it. I was like, oh, okay, that's how he looks like. So that radio is like that. That radio is like a mirror. Yeah. So let me see. My radio DX. I do multiple choice answers for my study notes, but it helps to eliminating wrong answers for the real exam. Yeah, we'll teach you today. Yeah. But I done that. I know in college I done that. I got to the point where I would just write the question and answer on a separate, when I do my final notes, because in college, you take notes, then, so I would get to the point where I just write the question and answer. And I find that method works for me the best. Question and answer, and just memorize. And then is irrelevant on the multiple choice because you already know the question and answer. The problem with when you do question and multiple choice and try to study that like that over, it happened to me. There's a couple of times where I got to the question, I was like, is it this one or this one? I get stumped. Is it this one? No. So when I started doing that method, the question and answer method, I didn't have a doubt. When I was taking the multiple, I didn't have a doubt. Okay, this question, yeah, it's this answer because it gotta be. I already know it. It actually was a lot better. I was doing much better. It's an extra step though. You got to retype everything. I learned that from a it's like memory power tape. They remember it was like Tony Robbins, Memory Power. I have all these audio tapes from the 80s. And they say if you retype everything, if you retype your question and answer, literally you type it on another document over and over, your retention is like, you'll memorize it much better than just reading it and answering reading. If you literally write it again, even if you write it on a hand piece of paper over and over, for example, like you take the question and answer, you take this, you write it on a piece of paper. And you take that piece of paper, you write it on a document. Those steps alone you already memorize it more than just reading it over and over. Because you're physically writing it. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I found that way. It's weird because it depends. That's the way my brain works. I guess like a mechanical brain. You could picture it typing the answer over and over. And you won't forget it. You just don't you forget it. It works for me. I rarely forget. If I do that method, I rarely forget it. And at my age, I need it. And I need all the reinforcement. So, yeah. So, yeah, I wish there was a way to control the backlit on the HDR16. It doesn't come out as good as when I use a regular setup, yeah. Yeah, so Tyler says leave it on DX. Yeah, I agree because it isn't, so the default way is DX. This is DX, the default way. I turn this thing on. Yeah, so turn it on. Of course, it doesn't do it. It doesn't work on medium wave, only FM and shortwave. That's another issue that I have with it. So if I put, okay, hold on, I don't want to get no copyright. Shortwave, shortwave. Of course, I'm not gonna. But anyway, yeah. So the default way or the DX way is it doesn't display it. There's no display. And when you hit the local, is when you get the display. You get the display right there. So I found it, I didn't find much of a difference. I did it right here last week with the MLA 30, and it overloaded. It's just it 75. The memory went up to 75. I said, there's no way. That's not 75 stations. No way. So I knew this thing was and you can see AM. You can hit AM breakthrough on a lot. So it's a good radio. It's just with the whip. That's it. Just with the whip. I would not use it with any external antenna. I tried it. I tried it with this real antenna overloaded, even with a passive, let alone an MLA 30. Get it. Thank you, Todderberg, for the donation. I appreciate it. Wow. Thank you, Todderberg. I really appreciate that. Yeah. So, thank you, Todderberg. Wow. Good looking out. So yeah, I'm gonna go for I'm gonna get the general book, and that's my goal. I think for the end of January, I want to go for my I want to go for the general. So I'm gonna get the book for this. I'm gonna order it tonight. Actually, I'm gonna go. I got it from Amazon. I'm gonna put no breakthrough for me on A22. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I done it outside. Well, not with this one, with the original one. I did it with the real. It wasn't bad. It was okay, but I wanted to try the MLA 30 in here, and it's just that live stream. Forget it. Everybody saw it. It was just you could hear it. It was just really overloading. It was really bad. Yeah, and like I said, even though I live in Yonkers, I'm next to New York City. So I mean, like I said, I still like the radio. I still like it, but not for. And I don't do that anyway. Even with a lot of portables, I don't use MLA 30. I don't use external antenna. Like you, I probably use with a portable. I only clip a wire. To be honest, if you see my DX expedition when I was in Florida, I just clip a wire or the real antenna. That's it. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't use this with MLA 30. No ways. You can't. But I wouldn't anyway. So I'm interested in your. I can't. I gotta see your review. So I'm interested in that. I want to see. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the other reviews to come up. I know. What's his name? A couple of people mentioned that they already ordered it, and it should be here. They should have got it by now. So, and thank you, my Radio DXer, for your donation. Thank you, super chat, £5. Thank you, I appreciate it. Wow. I'm gonna order the book tonight, and so I'm gonna start doing that too. I want to practice the general here on the live stream. I know James Farley wants to. I know he mentioned that he wants to. I think he's going. I think he wants to go for it too. I think that'll be fun. But yeah, I tell people don't be discouraged when you get your first course like 40 something or whatever it is. I was the same way. I was like, man, I need to study. So So 3 hours and 39 minutes on the book, 18 people watching, 21 likes. And what is going on now? What happened now? Sorry. Okay. All right, never mind. Something else. I thought it was my wife. Yeah, we all got so yeah, we all got to start somewhere. So yeah, I remember Todderberg when you took the when you got your tech license. I know yeah, because I remember that. I remember you missed the general by I don't forget how. I remember because I remember Sparky's 85 got his license first, I think. Then you got your license. Oh, I forgot which. I remember you got your tech license, and then a couple of years later, then Jill's got his license, and then that motivated me to get my license because I was like, man, I gotta get my license too. That's what motivated me was you guys. I remember you was Sparky Zilla, and then you, and then the ones that I watch, ones that I follow, and I was like, and then Jill, when Jill's got his, I was like, yeah, I gotta get my license. But I remember you almost passed the general. Same thing here. I almost passed the general. I missed it. I think I remember he told me I think I missed it by 5 questions or something, 4 questions. I forgot what it was. He told me, no, you was close. I said, really? I said, no, I didn't really study for it. I didn't study for it at all. I didn't study for it. Because I really wanted to pass the tech. I was like, I don't want to study the general much, and then I really flunk on the tech. Then I want to do that. Oh, you missed it by 1. Okay, wow. So you missed it by 1. Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's good. Yeah, you didn't prepare yourself for it. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm. So I'm gonna see. That's gonna be my New Year goal. New Year's in January. I'll be studying in January. I'm gonna order the book tonight. I'm gonna order that book, the general tonight, because I like that book. But it's good to have a hard copy book. That way, when you're not on the computer or on your phone, you can just read it, and and then because I'm having fun with the tech, my tech license. I like FTA. I like my G90. Of course, my goal is to get the Icon 7300 when I get the general, but that'll hopefully that'll happen sooner than later. But I'm in terms the radio, but I need to. I put it off for too long. My 1-year anniversary just was September, so yeah. That was something else I wanted to cover before. I wanted to cover something else. I forgot what it was. I totally forgot. I should have made notes of it. What I wanted to cover. So 3 hours and 42 minutes. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah, 3 hours and 42 minutes. I'm done. But thank you, Todderbird. Thank you, Marriott DXer. And thank you, everybody, for being here. I'll be back on Saturday. Next week, Saturday. Yeah, next week, Saturday. I should be back. I may be back soon. I don't know. Enjoy. I know the USA. Enjoy your Thanksgiving on Thursday. And thank you. And, I'll see you next week. And yeah, so take care, everybody. I'll see you soon. I'll see you next Saturday. Take care. Good night. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Bye-bye.